The studios from here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine on a hot day Wednesday. The Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday. All eyes on the storm. Hurricane now. Idalia. Cat 4. 130 miles per hour winds just off our west coast. I think it's lingering about 50, 60 miles offshore of Cedar Key, where conditions have worsened this morning. We are pretty much out of the path. I don't want to steer anybody the wrong way, but from what I can detect looking at these, forecasts and these breathless reports from all over the state, it looks like it'll stay pretty good west and then north of us. But we'll have a windy day, and the conditions, as they say, will be ripe for tornadoes and other storms. So be safe out there. We are going to dodge the major impact as far as a weather event. It looks like, particularly when it comes to rain, doesn't look like we'll have a ton. I was listening to the chief, Mike Burrish, and, it sounds like by tomorrow and Friday, it's sunshine and blue skies and back to normal. So hopefully as it skirts its way across the Panhandle and then up through the Georgia towards North Carolina, people will stay safe. Its damages can be mitigated. That's always the hope. But, yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's going to come in over, looks like about Tallahassee, then up over Savannah, and then out to sea past Wilmington as a track, but that just kind of leaves us in the outward bands with a little bit of rain and some windy conditions. Don't get me wrong, it's not calm and clear out there by any stretch, but it has certainly going to create problems for some in other places. But I'm even looking like now at Clearwater. They're reporting from Clearwater where it's kind of already moved north, only 16-mile-an-hour winds right now, so as it seems has become the case, I'm not going to go on a rant on this. The boy doesn't cry wolf anymore. The boy cries packs of wolves, rabid with blood dripping from their teeth. That's what boy calls now. Boy used to call wolf. Now Bull says, wolves, wolves, blood dripping, rabid, run for your lives.
Which is where Jim Cantori is.
There. Thank you, Hacker. And again, caution over caution, semantics, I guess. I'm sure that people are batting down as best they could. But here in Jacksonville, as it normally seems when something is tracking towards us, we're going to dodge anything super major. Well, you can't dodge the reality if you're a young NFL player in particular. Cut day is stressful. We'll put it that way. Jacksonville, the Jags, think about this, began the week with 91 players, which means 37 roster moves. That's that is a football team and a half. I mean, we're going, too deep on offense and then a full squad and 4 more on defense. I mean, that's not how it broke down per se, but just to make the point, the sheer volume of players that had to go yesterday. Now, you can manipulate a little bit of that with some injured list designations. The PUP list came into play. The commissioner's exempt list came into play. The suspended list. I was looking at all of the teams, and it said, how their offseason went. I mean, how their cut day went and how guys were categorized. At most, people have like 2 or 3 categories. This amount waived, this one injured reserve, this trade. Jags had like 8, boy. With Claybrooks, Chris Claybrooks went on the commissioner's exempt list. If the Jags aren't going to move on some of the accusations and off-field issues that have surrounded him, the NFL is. So that decision came yesterday. He can't be around the team. We enter the phase now where Cam Robinson begins his 4-game suspension and won't be around the team. A couple more guys went to injured reserve yesterday. Ventrell Miller among those. The surprise was keeping 7 receivers. And so right now, if I am Elijah Cooks, I think Tim Jones is safe. He has kind of held down that swing receiver, special teams ace position now for a couple of years. I'm a little bit nervous if I'm Elijah Cooks. Teams just don't keep 7 receivers, man. They just don't. And they released. It'll be interesting today as the waiver wire perks up to see just how many, released Jaguars land other places. The Jags put some decent talent out on the waiver wire. But Dwan Smoot goes to the PUP. Ventrell Miller goes to injured reserve. Josh Wells, injured reserve with the groin. So, are they going to be sniffing around the tackle market out there depending on what has been released? But there are, names, guys that have, played some significant snaps around here. Tevon Campbell, a corner who's been pressed into action. Caleb Hayes had a good preseason as a cornerback. I saw PFF was ranking the highest graded rookie defenders. Caleb Hayes made that list, but he's gone. Seth Williams, the wide receiver. Jacob Harris, the wide receiver. Both had good preseasons. Kendrick Pryor, who they went and claimed off of Cincinnati's practice squad at this time last year. He's one and done and gone. Draft pick, Eric Hallett, the second, waived. All of these guys, these young guys, are going to be prime candidates for the practice squad, and those designations will be announced pretty quickly. Most of the rookie class survives, right? Vohasek, the defensive lineman, no. Hallett, no. Is that it? Did the rest of the rookie class make the squad for now?
Cooper Hodges made it, 53.
Yeah.
And he's hurt,
Cooper Hodges is on there without the injury designation?
That's correct.
Wow.
He made the 53. I thought he would go to the IR, but no, he's on the 53, but he's going to be out for a little bit. We don't know how much time.
Yeah, they're going to have to do some maneuvering and manipulating there on that depth chart, aren't they, Gibby? Because they've got some guys injured. Now the season doesn't open for another, 10 days.
Yeah.
It'll be opening day. The Jaguars will be in Indianapolis, where there was also NFL news yesterday that affects us being the Jags.
What a disaster that is up there.
Jonathan Taylor does not get traded, which you could have predicted, by the way. Listen, these guys are unhappy and want out because of money, right? And that money standard has been set and accepted and put into play at all stops in the NFL. It may not be collusion, but it's collusion. The owners know they can get away with maybe even artificially deflating the ceiling for running backs, and they're going to keep it that way. And you see this with running backs that get permission to seek trades, and then nobody calls, do they? Apparently the Dolphins and a couple others did call on Jonathan Taylor, but the Colts didn't find anything that met their satisfaction. And so with no trade materializing, Taylor, and here's where it impacts the Jags, remains on the physically unable to perform list. The PUP list means he's ineligible to play the first 5 games of the year. Do we not play Indianapolis No, it's the 6th game, isn't it? Do we come back from Buffalo and play Indy?
Let's check. I know it comes back pretty quick.
Yeah, I feel like they circle back around. I mean, I know the first 4 ends with Atlanta, and then Buffalo is the game. They probably do come back home and play Indy again early. So, no Jonathan Taylor first time.
Week 6.
Yeah, so there you go. No Jonathan Taylor first time around. He'll miss games against the Jags, Texans, Ravens, and Rams at least. Now, they can't continue to try and deal him. The trade deadline is October 31st. Shame on me for not knowing the PUP list designation. If you're traded and you're on someone's PUP list, you automatically have to stay on the PUP list for someone else? That's a question that
I would think so.
Have to look up. But the Colts gave Taylor permission this has been, those running backs stirred it up, didn't they? With their Zoom meeting and I get it. I get why they're ticked. The money they're getting, the franchise tag. They're important enough that teams are not allowing them to leave, yet not important enough to pay. And the franchise tag, as we've gone down this road before, the franchise tag for the running backs is the lowest in the league. I mean, it's other than kickers.
Who's the last back to get paid? McCaffrey?
Yeah, and I don't even know, and even he is not, he makes like $15 million a year, I think. And listen, that's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but
Right.
man, he's worth more than that.
Oh, yeah.
He's worth more than that. He catches the ball, he runs. It's just, I don't understand how the NFL has gotten to the point that I understand their argument, but I was thinking about this argument in terms of Jonathan Taylor. Gibby, what's the argument they use against the running back? Well, you can find a near replacement value just about anywhere, right?
You just draft and replace them.
You just draft and replace. Well, guess what you do at guard and everywhere else?
Same thing.
Right. Look at the Jags, what they're doing at the all-important tackle position. Every position is negotiable. It depends on the team and what the value is for that person. But I would say in San Francisco, after Bosa, listen, Deebo Samuel's great. Who's better? Christian McCaffrey or Deebo Samuel?
Yeah, I'll take McCaffrey.
Right?
Yeah.
Who's the bigger impact?
And Samuel's a good player.
He's a very good player, and he's gotten paid, but he shouldn't be making significantly more than Christian McCaffrey. I get the running back's frustration, and then they do, work or demand their way into a position where somebody else can come get them. And then the team that they're on either sets the terms too high or there's not anywhere near the financial compensation that you would want in your new stop. And there you are, unhappy and by your own accord, underpaid and staying, in this case, right where you are. So we'll have more NFL news and a football fix. That's coming up later this hour. Some of the roster cuts that were made out there. There were a few trades that went down as well. Going to hear from Mike Norvell coming up next segment. The Noles continue preparations for their season opener against LSU on Sunday night. So meeting the media for their game day or their game week, press availability. We'll hear more from the FSU head coach and, the ever so important opener on Sunday. Really looking forward to that game. You guys know my schedule, and I'm up, before 4 o'clock every morning. I'm really looking forward to Florida's season opener on Thursday night, but listen, I hate those games that go to 11:30 midnight. Doesn't hit my sweet spot. Well, being off on Labor Day on Monday, at least the FSU game we can go, start to finish on. What an intriguing game that is. Both teams in real similar positions in a season where there is a lot of transition at quarterback. Look at the teams that have established quarterbacks coming back if you're looking inside the top 10. Georgia and Bama are at the top. Ohio State's near the top, all three breaking in new quarterbacks. Michigan, LSU, FSU, USC, all with proven veteran quarterbacks. Clemson's another, basically breaking in a new one. So more than half of that top 10 have first-year. Tennessee's another, have first-year quarterbacks. That's a big deal. Some of those programs are healthy enough and strong enough to work right through that. Others will not be. Others in that list are going to be significantly underperforming compared to what you might think right now. So anyway, more college football news, and we'll hear specifically from Mike Norvell on his big matchup with LSU. Man, it's got to be so hard for a pitcher to go the whole way until you're 2 outs in the ninth and then lose your no-no.
That's the big kick in the giblets.
Yeah, that's a giblet kicker for sure. Alex Cobb, who's started his career in Tampa and has kind of been a journeyman since he's landed with the Giants. He and Brandon Webb, is that their other guy? They got two starters that are Logan Webb.
Logan Webb.
Are keeping San Francisco in the race single-handedly when they go to the mound. And Alex Cobb last night the Reds are falling off. They made that run in the middle of the season, and they've got nice cold. But facing the Reds last night, he went all the way 2 outs, top 9 before giving up his first hit. The Giants go on to win. He threw 130 pitches. I'll give him an attaboy just for that, the way those guys are protected when it comes to pitch counts. But it was interesting. He got the obligatory, when did you know you were working on a no-hitter question? He didn't know until the 7th inning. Here's what happened. There was a play early in the game, 2nd or 3rd inning. It was a grounder to third. The third baseman had to make a tough play. He threw high to first. Runner was safe. They ruled it a hit. Cobb saw it was ruled a hit, kept pitching, didn't think anything of it, hadn't looked at the scoreboard or paid much attention. Said he got in the 7th inning, and he thought the crowd reacted just a little too emphatically over a routine out. And it made him think, what's going on? He said he got back to the dugout and he looked up and he saw that it was, that there were no hits allowed and that the official score had changed his ruling from a hit to an error earlier. So he got through maybe what would have been some nervous innings in the middle of the game, not thinking he even had a no-hitter in play. He did. It ended, sadly, in the final spot in the order in the final inning, but nonetheless a win and an impressive performance by Alex Cobb.
We talked yesterday briefly about guys that are from Jacksonville in the big leagues right now. There's more guys than ever, it seems like. Austin Slater, we mentioned yesterday from here and from Bowles, he had a diving catch in center field in the 8th inning that helped preserve that no-hitter at the time. So good on Austin Slater. That was a good play. Gabe
Kapler, the manager, who also played for the Jacksonville Suns back here
That's right.
in the day. Yeah, he called out Austin Slater in the play that he made. Listen, there's diving plays, and then there are that real diving play where you're extended backhand, catching it, cupping your glove to make sure it stays in there. Yeah, it was a heck of a play by Austin Slater. The pennant races really heat up now. We're going to get down to cases here in the final, really month of the season. Braves won again last night. They have overcome they hit a spot, about 2.5 weeks ago where the pitching wasn't performing, and they actually had a 10-game stretch where they were only 500, but they've righted the ship. They just continue winning. Their run differential is now up to 231. It's 60 runs higher than any other team in Major League Baseball.
I wonder if the Braves would go for the waiver wire with the Angels just like unloading half their team last night.
I saw Giolito got released, and he was so you can still do those waiver moves. What was the change that was made if you can still do those? You remember?
I'd have to look it up, but
I think if you're outright waived, but they'd have to go through the process. So if there's someone below the Braves, and at this point that would be everyone in the league, and they wanted to grab Giolito, perhaps they could do it. But the
Braves are 30th on the claim list.
When they made that. When they moved the trade deadline, hard line end of July, they changed the process. They made it so you couldn't pick up guys like this in August, but I don't know exactly how it works. Maybe if you do go get them, they're not eligible for the postseason, maybe? Certainly if a player's waived, he can't be, blackballed from the league for the next month and a half. He would certainly seem to have a path to be, added to another team. But
no, I think when they released these guys yesterday, this gives them a chance to get on somewhere else where they can go to the playoffs, is what I understand.
So it just got to go through the waiver process.
Yeah.
But what that means is other playoff-worthy teams with a pitching need that would have a waiver position over the Braves.
They're going to scoop them up.
Yeah, they're more. It's a move that would more likely hurt a rock-solid contender by giving some. Didn't Giolito perform poorly out there or no?
He was all right. He's had his ups and downs for sure, but I'd have to look at his ERA and stuff like that. But I think he was all right.
Yeah.
Him and Fried were on the same high school team.
And another one.
And Jack Flaherty.
Yeah.
From, St. Louis before, now with Baltimore.
How'd you like to be little Johnny, the 10th grader, going up to bat against that
trio? That's your 1, 2, 3.
Little weekend series with those guys, huh?
Yeah. Oof. And Fried's turned out to be the better one.
It looked like it would be Flaherty, didn't it?
Yeah, and Giolito had ace stuff there for a while, but Max has got the World Series ring, and he's the ace of the Braves. So,
all right, let me just clean this up a little bit. We'll go to break. We'll come back. A couple of college football storylines. We'll hear from Mike Norvell over in Tallahassee. But the Angels placed nearly a quarter of their roster on waivers yesterday. Includes Lucas Giolito. It includes outfielders Hunter Renfroe, Randall Grichuk.
They acquired all these guys at the deadline.
Yeah. The use of waivers, in which the Angels essentially give away the players for a $50,000 waiver free and salary relief, stunned the baseball industry. Between now and Thursday, teams can place claims on players who, in the meantime, are allowed to play. The team with the worst record gets awarded the player. And because he will be on the team's roster before September 1st, all claim players will be eligible for the postseason.
Right.
I'd say surprised, Giolito said, after a loss last night in Philly. Other players currently on waivers as of yesterday: Harrison Bader, former Gator, released by the Yankees. The Mets waived Carlos Carrasco. Mike Clevenger, the Wolfson product, released by
White Sox.
The White Sox. You know, the Angels only saved $7 million in salary over the final month if all the players are claimed.
Yeah, if you thought this was a move to try to keep Ohtani, no. They can't clear enough for that.
That's going to be a totally, separate deal.
Even if he's going to make less, which he probably will because he can't pitch now.
Giolito this year is 7-11, by the way, with a 4.45 ERA.
That's not good.
He's been far from money. He pitched a couple nights ago against Philly. He went 5 2/3, gave up 5 earned runs. He lost a game to Cincinnati in which he went 6 innings, gave up 4 runs. At Texas, a loss, 6 innings, 4 runs. He played he pitched at Atlanta after joining the Angels back at the beginning of the month, went 3 2/3, gave up 9 earned runs. I doubt the Braves are even interested in kicking those tires.
Yeah, Braves got a good look there and said no thanks.
All right. So, anyway, baseball news really, the Phillies are red hot. They're 16 games over 500. So after a run to the World Series and a slow start this year, it seems pretty clear they're going to be a playoff team. The wild card races are bunched. The American League West remains a 3-way tie between the Rangers, Mariners, and Astros. The Braves and Dodgers are going to be in a tussle for the top overall seed. Braves go to L.A. next, don't they?
Yes, they do.
That's where they head this weekend. So finish off a series with the Rockies here the next couple of days. They've won the first 2 after winning again last night. Charlie Morton continues to pitch great. And Cubs-Brewers in a big series. Cubs bounced back one yesterday, 1-0, so they remain within 4 games of the Brewers there. And most of the intrigue is going to come in the wild card races. There's a 3-way tie for that wild card among those 3 division winners. Whoever doesn't win the division would own the other 2, but Toronto just 3.5 back of that. And over in the National League, the Marlins 3 games out of the wild card hunt. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams involved for the 3 spots, but the Phillies seem pretty locked down after another win gives them 8 of their last 10. Back with more on the other side, including FSU head coach Mike Norvell. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Betros Plumbing Wednesday. Like family, Betros is there.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
My plan is to adopt a new style, a combination that requires the highest level of conditioning, speed, creativity, most of all,
1010XL.
To get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, and I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Mia here and my friends over at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned are fighting inflation and saving you even more. That pre-owned 2019 Toyota Corolla I told you about, it's no longer $1,000 down. It is now just $500 down and $288 per month. Or you choose a pre-owned 2020 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma, now just $500 down and $388 per month. With over 400 used cars in stock, plus more than 100 vehicles under $18K, Arlington is fighting inflation and saving you big time. Find out more at arlingtontoyota.com.
The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is now offering online scheduling for new patient appointments for all of their physicians. Simply schedule your appointment on your cell phone, tablet, or desktop. JOI is the first orthopedic practice in North Florida to offer this feature to patients. To schedule your appointment online, visit joi.net and click on the button at the top of the page. If you'll be using insurance, be sure and have your information handy. JOI, where the pros go.
Brackish Vodka, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, is the smoothest local vodka you can find. Made right here in Jacksonville, Florida, 100% from corn, Brackish Vodka is the local gluten-free choice. Brackish Vodka, for those that live life slightly salty. a proud partner of the Jaguars.
Grab your friends and head over to Deerwood Country Club for a great round of golf and a round of your favorite local vodka.
Friday Night Lights mean more than football.
It's not about winning.
It's a celebration of tradition.
I want you to put each other in your hearts forever.
The Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
House is taking a beating this summer with all the in and out. Time to call Zero Res. Right now, Zero Res offering the hottest price of the year on towel and grout cleaning. Get your towel and grout cleaned and sealed for 25% off. Zero Res, man. Spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
It's tune-up time, and Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars, wants to partner with you for a cool summer season. Tune up your AC unit right now so it's running at peak performance when you need it most. Just call 777-4300 and order a tune-up for just $59. Keep your unit humming at optimal level. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and take advantage of their savings. Keep cool with Florida Home AC. That's 777-4300.
Elevate your party game to the next level with Mystic Cornhole Company. Visit their showroom now on the corner of Hogan and Parental Home Road. It's your one-stop destination for all things cornhole. MysticCornhole.com.
If your lawn is not as green as you'd like, it's time to go orange by calling Orange Environmental Services, Jacksonville's highest quality pest control for over 45 years. Frank Frangie here. I've trusted Orange Environmental to take care of our home's pest control needs for years. With the Orange Shield Protection Plan for your home or office, you can relax knowing Orange Environmental will handle pest control, termite control, and mosquito control. Orange Environmental has been giving Northeast Florida peace of mind from bug problems since 1972. Call them today at 272-3284.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Whether you're undertaking a major home renovation or just a simple repair request, American Electrical is your 5-star Jacksonville-based electrician to get the work done right. Experienced design building department working seamlessly with their electrical contracting department to help you create beautiful lighting spaces and electrical plans that make your house flow. And remember, with American Electrical, it's wired right at a fair price. Call American Electric at 737-7770. Look for that red, white, and blue eagle on the side of their truck, and you'll know it's American Electrical.
Yo! Football is back, and so is winning season at MyBookie. Look, if you're anywhere near as fired up as we are this season, you got to get a bet in on the action. NFL, college football, and a brand new casino system. MyBookie gives you options to bet and win all season long. First 2 legs of your parlay hit, cash out early and use the bread on another bet. Or let it ride for a chance for a bigger payday. Use early cash outs as a tool to stay in control of all the action at MyBookie. To get started, go to mybookie.ag now and register for an account for free. When you're ready to make your first deposit, just use promo code 1010XL to grab your welcome bonus on the house. You can still even bet on futures like Total and the Super Bowl. So sign up with promo code 1010XL to claim your deposit bonus. And for a limited time, a free chip to use in the MyBookie casino. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville.
If you're just getting up, and Adam, I know many of you will be either off of work and out of school today. The Hurricane Idalia has increased to a Cat 4 hurricane. It looks like it's going to make landfall over somewhere around Tallahassee. I'm watching the Weather Channel and Jim Cantore. You know it's bad news when Jim Cantore shows up to town. And in Cedar Key, they've got some gusts, and they've got some storm surge. In fact, over in Tallahassee right now, 60-mile-an-hour gusts. I'm just kind of reading this as it goes. But the storm is going to stay west and then curve north of us here on the First Coast. Other than the conditions being ripe for worse weather, right, for tornadoes and the such, I think we're just looking at, rain, less than an inch or two of rain and some gusty winds. So, but those things are unpredictable. If Idalia decides she'd like to check out Jacksonville today and turns dead right, who knows? But they seem to have a pretty good beat on that. All right, so the Florida Gators are off and away after spending the night in Dallas. They will go on to Utah. The public seems to be on Florida here. I don't know what the dynamic is, but every time I look at the betting line, it has gone down a little bit. This thing was up at about 8.5 points over the summer. We looked earlier this week, and it was down to, 5.5, Gibby, when we looked?
Yeah, I thought it was 4.5, 5.5.
Yeah, 4.5?
Maybe.
And now it is down to
6.5?
Now it's down to 4.
Oh, wow.
Now, the status of Cam Rising.
That's a big one.
I think they're playing, I think they're playing, I think they're playing with that depth chart out in Utah. I don't think he's playing. Maybe he will play. It is certainly a big storyline because Cam Rising is a really, really good player. Now, he says he's excited, he's ready to go, but, they could be playing at Coy there. They have issues with their backups, too, when it comes to injuries. But Kyle Whittingham, the coach, said in his Monday press conference there still is some uncertainty as to whether Rising, their number one quarterback, will be cleared for action. Rising himself, when he spoke later, said that he's excited, feeling good, and ready to go. So, we'll see. What it tells me with that line going down to 4, it tells me Vegas is under the impression that Rising isn't playing. That's the only, that's the only determination I can make for why a line without any other real big game storylines changing, why that line has gone all the way down to now Utah just a 4-point favorite. So year 2 for Billy Napier now, 36 hours away basically? And tomorrow night, Thursday night, 8 o'clock, kickoff ESPN. It's really the kickoff to big-time college football, which provides us an opening weekend without a ton of good games. Virginia, Tennessee, and Nashville, the Vols are a 28-point favorite. Colorado and Deion Sanders certainly bring some intrigue to the table when they go to TCU, but they'll be a 20.5-point underdog. Ohio State and Indiana. Ohio State with a new quarterback that they finally announced yesterday.
They're like a 30-point favorite, aren't
They're
they?
a 30-point favorite in conference on the road.
Could be that at halftime.
Georgia, who would have had Oklahoma on their schedule this year, instead hosts UT Martin. We don't even bother putting a betting line on that game. Bama, Middle Tennessee, again, that's a 51-point spread. 39-point spread is things to start. You got a couple of rivalry-type regional games. West Virginia, Penn State. I lived in West Virginia for a few years. That is a nice rivalry up in that part of the country. But Penn State's a 20.5-point favorite. North Carolina, South Carolina, that might be a good gauge for where each of those teams are going to be starting this year. I'm kind of surprised South Carolina's not ranked. The way they finished last year and with Spencer Rattler coming back, North Carolina, 2.5-point favorite in
Charlotte.
In Charlotte, right. And then the game of the week, the one that we have been focused in on here, and it makes sense because it involves A local team with a high ceiling and a lot of expectations. Florida State starts the season number 8 in the polls. LSU is number 5. Even though the game is in Florida, it's LSU who is a 2.5-point favorite. Here's Mike Norvell and his opening statement to kind of summarize the challenge and opportunity that his football team faces on Sunday night in O-Town.
Obviously excited to get to game week. Been a really, really good fall camp. I'm really proud of our football team, just the work that they put in. It all stretches back to January when we got started to push, to progress, to improve, to get to this point. And I do feel that we have a team that is prepared at a very high level. They've worked extremely hard. The size, speed, athleticism, overall football intelligence, I think have all improved within our team. We're excited for the opportunity that's ahead, and a chance to go out with our first game and work to go put the best version of ourselves out on that field next Sunday night.
FSU needs to hire a tech consultant. They got some sort of buzz and hum working
in their
stuff
hum
over
there.
Yeah, let's crisp that thing up, boys. How big is this game? It's hard for a game that is not a conference game early in the year to register, as one of the most important of the year. But it just so happens that ESPN has a column out this morning, the 10 games that impact the college football playoff. 10 games, the 10 most impactful college football playoff regular season games that are going to impact the playoffs. Number 1 at the top, Ohio State, Michigan, right? Season ender. Number 2, a November game, LSU, Alabama. That will have a lot to do with the SEC West. November 18th for the third most important, Georgia at Tennessee, SEC East. USC, Notre Dame, and interestingly more in the middle of the schedule, that's October 14th. But to be an early season game and show up here shows you why we should be looking at these things as such huge matchups. FSU, LSU viewed as the 6th most important game when it comes to setting the college football playoff. The college football playoff impact that that game result will render. Of Noles, Tigers, why it will matter to the committee? Well, they say it won't unless both teams are ready for the national stage. In other words, you're down to 5 teams and you're considering both LSU and FSU, you're going to lean to the team that won this game.
You think the loser can make it?
Yeah, still? I think the loser. I think FSU, if they don't lose another game, makes it.
Same with LSU?
Probably because of who they got to play, right? They're going to have to go through Alabama. They'll win the SEC West if that happens, and then win the SEC. Yeah, for sure. If either team doesn't, the problem is you take away, so much of your wiggle room. That's for sure. FSU rather has to go to Clemson here in just a few weeks, and that puts so much pressure on that being a must-win. I don't think FSU could lose to LSU, Clemson, and then win the ACC championship game and still make the playoff. LSU might be able to lose to FSU, lose to Alabama, somehow still win the West, win the SEC, and go to the playoff. I don't know. Here's what they write. They faced each other last September. The Seminoles unable to parlay that win into college football playoff contention. For this game to resonate through Selection Day, both teams have to be in contention to win their conference. The ACC scrapping divisions this year, so it's possible FSU and Clemson will meet twice. If FSU beats Clemson during the regular season but loses in the title game, but has that win over the SEC West champs, if LSU does, that bolsters the chances of both Clemson and FSU finishing in the top 4. If LSU wins and FSU goes on to win the ACC, the Tigers could wind up losing to Alabama, not winning their division, but still claim a win over the ACC champs, and that might make for a difficult decision. So no matter which way it falls, college football playoff ramifications for sure could be on the line when FSU and LSU meet on Sunday night. By the way, some other early season games that at least ESPN forecast to have meaning. Texas at Alabama. That's coming up next week, September 9th. September 23rd, Ohio State at Notre Dame. September 23rd, FSU shows up again. So, wow, what a month of September. Florida State at Clemson. You're listening to The Drill, to Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday. Got a football fix and more when we return next on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
Florida Gators bet down to a 5-point underdog at Utah on Thursday night. 45 the total at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Sunday, LSU a 2-point favorite against Florida State at Camping World Stadium in Orlando. The total 56.5. Jacksonville Jaguars have been bet up from a 4.5 to a 5-point favorite at the Indianapolis Colts in their season opener September the 10th. The total 45 at Lucas Oil Stadium. Darius Fines makes his Major League debut for the Braves today as they visit the Rockies as $2.50 favorites. 13.5 over the total. Zach Eflin for the Rays, $1.15 favorite at Miami. Get your free VSIN subscription right now at VSIN.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
The following people are under the influence of no air conditioning.
Oh, man.
Is it ever hot? I can't get up. My legs are stuck to the chair.
Can guys go through menopause?
Why?
I think I'm having a hot flash.
Don't let no AC happen to you. Call Duck Air Conditioning, available 24 hours a day, and they'll fix it right the first time. When your AC system needs a repair, it's time to call Duck Air, 904-862-6769, or online at duckduckac.com. Duck Air Conditioning, a division of Duck Rooter.
Hey sports fans, it's Ace Carline for QC Kinetics, and look, I can't make it any simpler. QC Kinetics can change your life. You can live again without that chronic joint pain and without drugs or surgery. You've got to reach out for a free consultation at 904-274-5522 and make an appointment at one of their branches, Mandarin or Ponte Vedra. QC Kinetics is advanced regenerative medicine. They take your body's own concentrated healing properties and put them right into your joint to restore and repair that damaged tissue that's causing all of that horrible pain. The patient satisfaction reports are astonishing. Finally, there is a real alternative to the old ways of dealing with pain. And unlike surgery, there's no downtime with QC treatments. If you have constant pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or back, you need to call and get a free consultation from the medical professionals at QC Kinetics. 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522.
Folks, it's finally here. The return of the Blue Crab House. After a massive fire, they return and they're open Tuesday through Saturday, 4:30 to 10, Sunday noon to 9. As always, each and every Tuesday, $2 margaritas, $1 oysters on Wednesday. And as expected, the best crabs that you'll find throughout Jacksonville. Same ownership, same management. The Blue Crab House off of San Jose on Jewington Creek Road.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
College football is coming. Celebrating another season of college football.
This should be fun to watch.
College football kickoff week on 1010XL is brought to you by QC Kinetics. Let the games begin.
Let's do it. Come on.
Rejoice! It's tailgating season, friends, and nobody makes better hot dogs that sizzle on the grill than Hoffman Sausage Company. Pick up some Hoffman Natural Casing German Franks at a Publix near you for a ridiculously tasty tailgate or for your next cookout. Experience a little bit of upstate New York history right here in your own backyard. For expert tailgating tips, recipes, and more, visit HoffmanSausage.com. Taste tells since 1879. Available at Publix.
Legally Blonde comes to the Alhambra Theater for the first time ever next month. Lauren Brooks here. Make your plans for Ladies' Night now, because this show is close to selling out. Everyone loves Legally Blonde, which starred Reese Witherspoon in the lead as Elle, who enrolled at Harvard Law to try to win back her ex-boyfriend. Plus, there's 2 dogs in the show. Legally Blonde begins September 28th. Get your tickets for Legally Blonde at the Alhambra for Girls' Night today at alhambrajacks.com. That's alhambrajacks.com.
There are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and if you stay in your home long enough, a new roof. Hicken here for our friends at Lockhart Roofing. Nobody better in Jacksonville. How do I know? They are a local certified Master Elite contractor, and that means they have a GAF Master Elite warranty. That's the best in the roofing industry. In this day and age, don't settle for cheaper discount roofers. Lockhart Roofing has been here for decades. They aren't going anywhere. Call my friends at Lockhart Roofing, 994-3851. That's 994-3851. Lockhart Roofing, Jacksonville's best for Jacksonville people.
A major storm is approaching our area. It's important that you go to JEA.com and make sure your email and phone number are updated with us so we can reach you during and after the storm. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay informed about restoration efforts. And if you experience an outage, please report it by texting OUT to MyJEA. Stay safe and know that your community-owned utility is ready for whatever comes our way. Your community, your utility.
Feeling hot and bothered? Don't quack up. Call Duck Duck Air Conditioning at 904-862-6769. Our licensed and experienced technicians will make your home or office a cool and comfortable oasis.
Duck Duck Air Conditioning, keeping you cool and quacking all summer long.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville.
You know, I think if we look at the first unit offensively and start there, I think there were 5 possessions this preseason, 2 of them in turnovers, you know, a couple of touchdowns, things like that. So wasn't as clean as maybe you would like. Those are some things we got to clean up.
That's Doug Peterson, the Jaguars head coach, on listen, let's tap the brakes here. We're not like just some ready-made football team. There has been so much optimism around that first-team offense and just how high they can place, and it's well-deserved. But he's right? The first-team offense, Trevor had an interception the first possession of the preseason, and Tank Bigsby, if that's a regular season game, that's a colossal error in that third preseason game. So 5 possessions with that first-team offense intact. And Coach Peterson reminding us, well, 2 of those ended in turnovers. So we got plenty that we need to clean up. It's time for a football fix. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. She has it all. No matter your coverage needs, storm season, full force, make sure that you're up to date there. Mandy and her team of experts can give you great guidance. If you have loved ones who depend on you financially, you need life insurance. September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. Mandy and her team can help get you started there. You can go visit Allstate agent Mandy Bowers and her awesome team at their Orange Park location on Blanding and 295. Same great agencies now with 2 locations to serve you, 1 in Mandarin. This guy, Bill Belichick, man. So last year he made a defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator, Matt Patricia. Remember that? Went terrible. Mac Jones, talked about it to the point that you thought he had maybe worn out his welcome. Did you get that feeling with Mac, Gibby?
Yeah, of course.
There were reports of some angst there, and Mac was getting too big for his britches, and he was criticizing the GOAT himself.
Yeah, apparently got into it with coaches and stuff.
Right. So, what does Bill Belichick do? This guy's getting loopy, dude. The Patriots made their cuts yesterday, right? They waived every quarterback but Mac Jones. Remember when Bailey Zappi was going to overtake Mac? Remember the first preseason? The preseason is so misleading. We have an example of that here in town, right? Garrett Prince was released. He was the prince of the preseason when it came to those training camp workouts early. He gone. Remember Malik Cunningham's preseason debut for New England? It was a national TV game. I believe it was against the Titans. He played great, right? The Louisville product. He too waived. Right now, when Mac Jones walks into the quarterback room, it's going to be him and him alone. They literally have 0 other quarterbacks on their roster right now. Now, obviously, they have their eye on someone.
That's been waived, yeah.
And you know who it might be? It might be a quarterback who was waived here in Jacksonville. Let me give you the highs and lows. It's a good football team, so some name value prospects were waived by the Jags yesterday to get to 53. But Nathan Rourke, who got quite a following in the way he played this preseason, I'm sure the plan is to stash him on the practice squad, but I bet Rourke opened eyes around the league, and so if a team is willing to keep him on their active roster, and if there were a team that you would think that could happen with, it would be one that has no other quarterbacks, right? If you think that Nathan Rourke is going to replace another backup, well, that's a longer stretch. He's more likely to remain on the Jags practice squad, because if you do pluck someone off of someone's practice squad, they have to stay on your active roster, I believe, all year long. Josh Peterson, the coach's son, in case you're worried about any nepotism, he's gone. Draft picks, Raymond Bohasic and Eric Hallett II, both waived. You heard Gibby mention Garrett Prince. Kendrick Pryor, who was brought in last year at this time off the Bengals practice squad as a receiver, he was waived. Darrell Williams, a swing offensive lineman, waived. Tugboat, Cooper Hodges, not on the injured list and on the 53-man roster, which means even though Peterson said a couple days ago that he's a ways away from being on the field, they're not comfortable putting him on IR yet. So a couple of guys went there, including Josh Wells. The big news, they kept 7 receivers. That's a lot. Most teams keep 5. The Jags kept 5 through history, but they did not want to expose Elijah Cooks, the rookie, at least not yet, and Tim Jones has kept his spot. But guys who have looked great at times, in particular, Seth Williams. To me, made big body traffic catches that you like to see. Now, not all of the moves were waves or releases. Injury settlement for Jeray Jenkins, another talented wide receiver. Ventrell Miller goes to the injured reserve. Josh Wells to the injured reserve. Dwan Smoot's on the PUP list. Cam Robinson, the suspended list. And Chris Claybrooks, for all his off-field problems, goes on the commissioner exempt list.
I guess Tyler Shatley must be on the mend because he didn't go to IR.
Yeah, and which would all be good news. The Jags were especially effective to me and impressive up the middle the other day against the Dolphins. Those interior linemen seem to be moving some people around, which when your tackles are somewhat in question. By the way, our season opening opponent will not have their best player, Jonathan Taylor, not traded yesterday. He instead lands on the PUP list, which means he will have to miss at least 4 games. Had a somewhat surprising trade yesterday with the Cowboys and the Dolphins. Trey Lance, not the only former first-rounder that Dallas added this week. They have traded Kevin Joseph to Miami for Noah. Easy to say.
I think it's Igbenogany.
I was going to say Igbenogany. I was going to have it right, but he heads to Dallas.
Yep.
Trade graded on both ends as a B, so, maybe one fits the other's scheme better, whatever it is. The Chiefs and Raiders have made very few deals together. These are with each other. These are arch rivals. But Kansas City still in flux with Chris Jones and his holdout for more money. Have picked up a defensive tackle, Jonathan Jones. Neil Farrell is going to Kansas City for a 6th-round draft pick. So, again, Raiders and Chiefs don't deal together real often. That's a football fix. You're welcome. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin and now in Ard Park as well. 2 locations to serve you. And, listen, maybe you're driving less. Allstate offers now a pay-for-mile plan, a great way to save money by only paying insurance on the miles you drive. Give Mandy a call and learn more. Hicken Arrival is next. We have Get Smart John standing by on the hotline in about 15, 20 minutes, and much more as we roll you through a yucky Wednesday morning, a Beachos Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
What's the deal with the show?
The 1010XL Podcast Network is now available just about everywhere you find podcasts.
I think the show's going to be a huge hit.
Search for your favorite 1010XL podcast in your platform of choice.
You have separation anxiety from your pet? For any services, and maybe it's veterinary care, maybe you're going out of town, you have to board them. Pet Paradise checks all the boxes to put both you and your pet at ease. Location, location, location. They are all over town. There's a Pet Paradise near your neighborhood, but if you are headed out of town, how about the airport service? Pet boarding and day camp there, 24-hour pickup and drop-off. They make it easier for you. inside of any and all pet paradise, you're going to find them doing it better than the other imitators. Here's why. Ultra-modern facilities. The best veterinary care with New Day Veterinary. They even have dog training now. Climate-controlled suites, a bone-shaped pool for them to play around in this hot sun. Most importantly, a staff who loves your pet like you do. For the pickiest pet parent, there is only one choice. The one that checks all the boxes. It's Pet Paradise. Find out more for yourself and locations near you at petparadise.com.
At Hodges Mazda, we have your intuitive electrified solution, the Mazda CX-90 PHEV. Lauren Brooks here. Lease this new plug-in hybrid electric vehicle for only $599 a month. The Mazda CX-90 with third-row seating was designed as the ultimate expression of everything Mazda. Plus, all vehicle purchases come with 2 years free maintenance. That's peace of mind. Don't purchase until you shop with Hodges Mazda. Stop by today or online at HodgesMazda.com during the Season of Discovery sales event. See dealer for details. Terms and fees for Tier 1 credit only to well-qualified lessees. Expires September 5th, 2023.
Sports injuries are a common issue for both adults and children. Dr. George Barry here, and as a specialist in orthopedic care, the team at Barry Orthopedics and Sports Medicine here in Jacksonville provides comprehensive diagnosis and treatments of all types of sports injuries. With additional training in sports medicine and more than 30 years of experience, the team is available to care for your entire family and help you have fun and stay active. Visit us today at BarryOrthopedics.com.
And don't forget to check out Breaking Bones Sunday morning, 7:30 on 1010XL.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
There's something special about Napa Auto Care Centers. They're backed by the national power of Napa and a 24-month, 24,000-mile nationwide warranty. But more importantly, your Napa Auto Care Center is locally owned and operated by a strict written code of ethics. Put your vehicle in the hands of ASE-certified technicians you can trust. Find us at jacksnapaautocare.com. David Garrard Mondays on Jaguars Today are brought to you by Arlington Tire and Service Center and Monument Road Tire and Service.
The house is taking a beating this summer with all the in and out. Time to call Zero Res. Right now, Zero Res offering the hottest price of the year on tile and grout cleaning. Get your tile and grout cleaned and sealed for 25% off. Zero Res, man. Spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Visionaries, builders, and doers. Are you ready to change the world? Miller Electric is your opportunity to shape the future. Miller Electric is leading the charge in electric vehicle technology with our state-of-the-art EV Innovation Design Center. We're working to create a sustainable future. We're also the proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars, powering their performance at the brand new Miller Electric Center. Miller Electric, we provide competitive pay, unbeatable benefits. Apply today. MillerCareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, this is Lisa the Botanista with the top 10 reasons to join the Freedom Boat Club. Number 10, your life has no meaning. Find it at Freedom Boat Club. Number 9, your spouse wants to put a little more spice in your life. Number 8, you've run out of fun things to do with the kids. Number 7, you've run out of ways to run away from your kids. Number 6, you've always wanted to be cool and pull up to Whitey's or Aunt Kate's by boat. Number 5, you're tired of waiting for an invitation to go on your neighbor's boat. You know, the one that sits in the yard with the dirty cover and the trailer with flat tires. Number 4, you were going to buy one boat, but you want the option of over 80 boats so you can tell your friends one was just not enough. Number 3, you want to meet other like-minded people who have figured out what a great deal Freedom Boat Club is. Number 2, what sounds better? We're spending Saturday doing yard work, or we'll be going on a boat this Saturday. And number 1, you become a Freedom Boat Club member and start enjoying what others have discovered to be the best alternative to boat ownership. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Shark Coatings. I love my garage. You'll love your garage too if you go to sharkfloorcoatings.com. Sign up, get that free estimate. Boys will come over, measure you up. You'll pick your pattern. I went with Pebble Beach. And they do the rest. It's unbelievable. They get it done in one day. They hand you a 15-year warranty. It's so much better than epoxy, and it changes your garage from an entryway to a room with endless possibilities. You got to see it to believe it. For all the information you need at sharkfloorcoatings.com. You'll thank me later. Anything concrete, pools, driveways, patios, new construction, set your install date. Again, sharkfloorcoatings.com. Change that garage and change it today.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. Due to Tropical Storm Idalia, the Gators flew to Dallas Tuesday for an overnight stay. They fly to Salt Lake City today as originally scheduled. Head coach Billy Napier has dealt with the impact of hurricanes and tropical weather. He experienced similar situations during his time as head coach for the University of Louisiana. The Gators will face a tough opponent when they match up with number 14 Utah. New Florida Gators defensive coordinator Austin Armstrong says he wants to establish more physicality.
Yeah, we are aggressive. We say we try to negotiate with a hammer. We're going to be aggressive. We're not going to let them dictate the terms of engagement.
The Jumbo Shrimp opened up a 6-game series taking on the Charlotte Knights with a rain-shortened win last night. Tonight has been postponed due to Hurricane Idalia. The series will resume Thursday afternoon with a doubleheader scheduled on Friday. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by River City Lighting. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's right now 78 degrees at 7:03. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
I'm a fireball.
You know it! Yes, sir!
Wow.
Hump day, baby. Let's go. A little windy and rainy out there.
Yeah.
Nothing bad here, but boy, I tell you what, Cedar Key is getting a storm surge. The surge is a thing.
Yeah.
'Cause they're talking like
the winds aren't that for a Category 3. They're 125 out at water, but on land it looks like 60, which is a lot. But
yeah,
but
well,
yeah,
it's coming ashore. But the storm surge is the big term you're going to hear, and that's coming on the other side of the state. But yeah, Cedar Key, Cantori's there, so you know it's bad. And it was up to it was like 5 feet. Now they got houses on stilts, but not all of them. And you can see they're saying 10 to 12 feet. The worst they've ever had in Cedar Key, I think, was 6 feet.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so it's
because it went just west of them, so they caught the brunt of pushing that water up and inland. We're watching
Tallahassee
the Weather Channel.
The hurricane's going more towards Tallahassee than Jacksonville.
Yeah, we're going to stay. I mean, just going by what these tracks, and now we're close enough that you can expect there won't be some rapid change. But I mean, it looks to us like we're going to get conditions for a tornado.
We got a bad day
today.
We got a bad weather.
Yeah,
day
it's
today.
just, but we're not going to get more than an inch or two of rain, so flooding shouldn't be an issue.
No.
And those sorts of things are what you worry about when you're not getting a direct hit and you're getting that violent, wind and weather and surge. You worry about flooding, and it looks like we'll dodge that bullet as well. So, yeah, I think
just
overall,
be safe, stay inside today, and you'll be back to normal tomorrow.
Take advantage
here
of
in Jacksonville.
Take advantage of the media screaming at you that you all need to batten down today, and enjoy your day off.
Go watch Suits.
Sure,
get about 15 episodes, and you'll be happy. I watched the Jags make their roster moves yesterday. Nothing really shocking. In fact, I did ask in our one-to-one financial poll question of the day, what surprised you the most with the Jags cuts? Is it that they kept 7 receivers, that Rourke is gone, that they took Chase on over Smith, or that Prince got cut?
You know what?
If you talk about those 4 things, that's nothing earth-shattering.
No, 3 of those. I think the one that is most surprising, but I just don't know if people know what a typical number is, but keeping 7 receivers is unheard of.
Yeah, that's what the boys said.
Yeah, you got 53 players. You kept 7 receivers?
Yeah, for now, but, who knows?
Oh, poor Elijah Cooks. He's going to be that guy that we're talking about. They're going to put him on the practice squad, and they're going to go get help at some other position after they go through everyone else's waiver wire.
They're shell gaming it, and that's what teams do. You hide this guy. A couple guys went to PUP, meaning they're out for 4 games. They wait on they cut the Hance kid with the idea, I think, of bringing him back once they determine that, somebody else on the offensive line. It's just a constant shell game.
I think it was interesting that we didn't see Cooper Hodges or Tyler Shatley on any sort of injury designation.
Right.
Like Hodges is, the young tugboat from out there in Baker County.
Well, if you put him on IR before 53, then they're out for the year. If you put them on IR now, they can designate them to return.
Well, there you go.
And that's what.
So
they're
maybe
doing.
they'll wait here and
that's what they're doing.
Then.
So they'll probably put Hodges on a form of IR, bring Hance back, and that's why they waited to cut Hance until late in the day.
Well, and the putting him on IR, you got to stay on for what is it, 9 weeks? Is it? There's.
I think it's
Is
I
it
think
5?
It might be 8.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
But it's a significant amount of time, which that would make sense. I didn't think of it in those terms that
Yeah.
you put in. I didn't realize that date of once the season begins. Is it September or the season begins?
I think it's when the season
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot on there that shocked me. You know, we knew some, you know, I would imagine Seth Williams, Kevin Austin, these dudes are going to get picked up by other teams, I would think, you know.
I like the Williams kid, and I like the kid from UCF. Austin's had a couple years, and he had a real good start to camp, but then he disappeared. Yeah. He didn't do much in games, so I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know, you get a handful of snaps, you got to make plays, you probably need a little luck. Like I said, the Williams kid's the one that sticks out to me because I researched him, because I remember him at Auburn, and I remember him being a big receiver, made plays, and so then I looked at him. He was like a 6th-round pick of the Bronx, and he made it to the last cut. Okay, and then I think he went back to the Broncos or came to the Jaguars, and he made it to the last round of the cut, and then. Again, this year, last round of the cut. Now, he's been on practice squads.
It's so funny how, remember when the practice
and
squad
he has
first
made
started?
an NFL catch. He gets activated for a few games, but he's kind of just on the outside looking in. And for a kid like that, you wonder how long do you deal with that? How much can you take? How hard is it? You know, I think the kid can play in the league. I think he just needs a chance.
Get the right spot.
Yeah.
This would have been the right spot a few years ago when the receiving depth was so much less than it is now. By my count, only 2 draft picks got cut. Is that right?
3.
Hosick,
3.
Hallett, who was the third?
The kid on the fullback kid from Houston.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I forgot about
Parrish.
Yeah.
Parrish. Thank you, Gibby.
And if you're a good team, you're 6th and 7th rounders, and most scenarios aren't going to make it. We're going to have to see with the 6th-round receiver, the slot receiver, what kind of role there is, for him as well. I mean, so far all we've seen is backup punt returner.
Do you guys know that Parrish was a pass rusher at Houston?
Yeah, I think they put him on the D-line to give him some snaps the other night.
He had like 17 sacks in college, and he played at fullback here.
Yeah, they drafted him with the
They
idea
should probably start him.
Give him a shot at fullback. So, great moment in Hard Knocks last night.
Okay.
So, Jets-Giants, and in Rodgers' one drive, he drops back to pass, throws it, and sees this guy come.
Is he mic'd?
Yeah, he's mic'd. Guy coming in for like 5 steps, and he hit him decent, not bad, but the impact was more than Rodgers expected. And he's like, "Bro, how about a little respect?" And Jihad Ward,
our guy,
he does. He kind of pushes off him, and he goes, "That's BS, bro." And Jihad Ward, what the heck? He says, "Show some respect. Come on, what is that? 5 damn steps?" And Jihad Ward goes, "I don't even know who you are." And Aaron Rodgers goes, "Yeah, you don't know who I am. I've never heard of you." And he throws a touchdown. He walked back up to him and said something else to him.
That's nice.
And then he's telling the boys on the sidelines what happened.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah. "Bro, I never heard of you, bro." That's what Aaron Rodgers dropped on Jihad. Then I gave him a line that's uncomebackable. He said, "I never heard of you." I said, "I don't know who you are." And he said he tried to tell me he didn't know who I was. I said, "Bull bleep."
Well, that is true. Come on, Jihad.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Jihad.
What about the couple? Here's a couple.
Jihad Ward's hung around a long time though.
There were 2 quarterback storylines yesterday that really caught my eye. One, why do I think Bill Belichick has got his eye on Nathan Rourke? Right? I mean, if you're gonna go get a Nathan Rourke type, you can't bring him in as a 3rd quarterback. That's too risky. You can bring him in as your backup until you make another decision.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
that could be.
But for Bill Belichick to waive every quarterback but Mac Jones, after, by the way, wasn't the narrative that Mac they didn't get along, and he may not even be the quarterback.
They had some issues last year.
Yeah.
And as best in Belly world as I could tell, in the end, it was really more of Belly's fault because he saddled them with defensive guys as his offensive coordinators.
Sure.
And it made no sense. And Belly maybe outsmarted himself last year.
Well, he may have outsmarted himself here, too. I know they'll get another quarterback, but jeepers creepers, you want to minimize the importance of the position. Tell me that you're 1 snap away from a guy that's been on your team for a hot minute. Maybe there's a veteran out there he's got his eye on, right?
Yeah,
it probably wouldn't be Rourke. I just said
he'll
that
find
because
somebody.
Rourke, by the way, would be a surprise for some.
Yeah, he's on the list.
Yeah, because he caught so much attention early in training camp. I would imagine the Jags will try and practice squad him.
Yeah.
But we saw the other night with C.J. Beathard why he's the backup.
And there's other factors, experience.
Sure.
And listen, we're dead with either of them, okay? So part of being the backup is like I said before, Trevor, what time you coming in tomorrow? I'll probably get here about 6:30. Okay, I'll be here at 6:25.
Yeah.
They're friends. Henny was good at that.
Right.
Henny was good at helping out, mentoring young guys, and it worked here, and then it worked big time in Kansas City, and I think that matters to the well-being of QB1 is might be the most important thing as a backup.
Yeah.
As crazy as it sounds, it might be.
Colt McCoy might be headed to the Patriots. That would seem to fit.
That would fit.
That's a kind of a fit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at a column, the best available players after yesterday's cut down day. And it's funny, there's a lot of names from our past like that we've, talked about maybe pre-draft or otherwise. Andy Isabella, remember him?
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, he had been on the
Fast.
He had been on Buffalo. He was released yesterday. Here is a tackle that has bounced around after being a first-round pick. He can't seem to step, to last anywhere, so I wouldn't suggest he would upgrade us. But Alex Leatherwood released again.
Jeez, that's a bust.
Brashad Perryman, a receiver, a veteran who's been around for a while. He was released yesterday. Jonathan Abram, DB. So, the artist formerly known as Robbie Anderson. You know what Robbie Anderson did this offseason?
He changed his name?
Yeah. Do you know what he changed it to?
Chosen
Anderson. Yeah. You got to be chosen by someone on the waiver wire. He was cut yesterday by the Dolphins. Bailey Zappi. Bailey Zappi completed 70% of his passes last year, Hick.
Oh, he was a sensation for about a quarter in New England.
Yeah. So anyway, none of those Jags, by the way, that we referenced show up on best available per se. So.
Yeah, we can't, again, it's, we have bias here in Jacksonville. It's kind of like when they released top 100 players, and we'll find 2 Jags on the list, and away we go. I did see that there was some frustration. I tell you, want to go win the Lombardi. I did see there was some frustration in San Francisco with that Bosa contract, and that there's talk of maybe dealing him to an unnamed AFC team.
Hello.
Here I am.
Yeah.
Hello, Balky. That's your old team. Call them.
Give you our next 3 number ones.
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah. If that is where the rumor is, buddy, listen, if you're the Jaguars, Hick, in all seriousness.
I'm in.
Yeah, of course. This is a really good team with an offense that is it's not going to be this good. They're going to start losing some of these skill players by contract or by salary ramifications. So if you can go get Nick Bosa right now, then whatever the package is, I wonder what it would include.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, but I wonder,
Minus Trevor.
Is that 2 first-rounders and one of our D linemen? Is 2 first-rounders enough? Is it a first, a third, and a player? Is it, straight up Caleb on Chason, maybe?
Huh?
Just straight up Caleb on Chason?
Our first-round pick for your first-round pick. What you guys think?
Your weather correspondent wants to weigh in, and then we got Get Smart John. So you want to bring in the Oxgator real quickly here? Or?
Well, he's the drill curmudgeonly weatherman.
Okay. Well, hello, Ox. Good morning. I hope
he's okay.
I hope you're safe down there and you're sheltering in place.
Well, we actually just barely made it to the airport today. I'm barely flying out.
Wait, hold on now. Hey, you're telling me the airlines are running?
Yes, the airlines are running. There's people here. Commerce is going.
Seems like you should be. Seems like if they're letting big birds take off at the airport, maybe school should be in session. Just a thought.
Yeah, we should probably. I was thinking that today on the way to the airport because there was absolutely no traffic. Dr. Fauci, a.k.a. Mike Burris, has shut down commerce here in the city of Jacksonville.
He did. No, get him out of here. Get him out of here. What the curmudgeonly weatherman? I let him. The chief has done a great job.
That's what just happened.
I texted the chief last night in the middle of the storm, and the chief got right back to me with a weather question.
Nice.
He's the best.
That's good.
I can't allow that.
Sleeves rolled up yesterday?
Huh?
I didn't see the chief yesterday. Sleeves rolled up.
Oh, jacket off.
Yeah.
Chief went to work.
Yeah.
Chief went to work. Look, it's great. We're thankful that we're safe here. But in Cedar Key, it's not the same situation.
On the text line right now, You know what Reddit is? Are you a part of that? Is that part of your social media dynamic? No. What is Reddit?
It's like a blog.
Gibby?
It's where people
just go to kick stuff around.
Yeah, people just throw stuff
like
out.
Different subjects. That's what I think.
Throw stuff out.
Yeah, I see. Well, it's been thrown out on Reddit. Did you read this? According to the text line, Design My Lifetime Enclosures, just want to let y'all know there's something going around Reddit right now where the guy who correctly predicted the McCaffrey to San Francisco deal is predicting Bosa to the Jaguars.
Well, there you go.
Let's go.
I go right now.
Golly, that immediately lifts you to the. Does it not make you a? Does that not change your Super Bowl odds by 4 or 5 clicks?
Should we go ahead and just say we were the first to call it and just say it's a done deal? We're hearing.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
I would sign him to his deal.
Yeah. What do you want? And make adjustments to whatever. If I got to cut other people.
I mean, you probably have to trade. It'd probably take. See, the thing is, I want him this year for nothing. That's the thing. If I could get Nick Bosa for what he's making and then give him a deal after, and then, because obviously you probably have to get rid of Josh,
You probably do.
Yeah.
If you're going to sign him long term, you certainly aren't doing anything with the first rounder.
Yeah. So, that's probably the way it would
Let's take a timeout, shall we? And let's get Smart John in.
Let's do it.
Yeah, he's good to go on a stormy day.
Yeah.
So he could be liquored up. Could be liquored up by now,
Could be liquored up, and we may do two straight hours of trivia.
Is
there
there
no commercial interruption.
Is there anyone out there right now?
Really.
I drove in today. Now I drive in earlier than you, but you drive in at a time where there's usually some traffic.
I didn't see anybody either.
It was empty.
What a great coup for all y'all that got off days today.
Yeah,
I mean the stuff will be open.
CFA was closed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You know what? There are going to be some managerial decisions on some of those places, and they'll open up. I mean, this is going to blow through by the afternoon. And like I said, in case you're wondering about the after effects, tomorrow, Friday, sunny, blue skies, no humidity, highs in the upper 80s. So I'm sure schools will be closed. This is the drill. It is a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday, and Get Smart John is next.
Which is where Jim Cantori is.
Now, Downtime with Dan, brought to you by Ameris Bank. Whether you need help with business, personal, or mortgage banking, we're with you. Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
All right, so the 53 is set for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and away we go. The biggest news, though, didn't come from Jaguar camp. For me, it came from Colts camp. And one thing that we now know for sure is the Colts' best football player, who's Jonathan Taylor, ain't playing against the Jags. So, listen, Jacksonville's got to start 1-0 next Sunday. They absolutely have to. They got a rookie quarterback. We have huge aspirations, and we have to go get a win because we got the Chiefs on deck. So it's just that simple, and that's where we are. So without Jonathan Taylor, with a rookie quarterback, with a changing roster in Indy, Jacksonville comes in. Now, week 1 is quirky in the NFL. It's a quirky thing, but I think the Jags have a great setup.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Are you looking to make a move? Whether you're buying your first home or your forever home, at Ameris Bank, we'll help you get the keys in your hand. Our local mortgage bankers will guide you through the process, from choosing the right loan to closing on your new home, and everything in between. We even offer down payment and closing cost assistance to eligible first-time homebuyers. Visit amerisbank.com/mortgage to learn more and find a mortgage banker near you. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Lockhart Construction, and I do mean friends. They're great guys. They're a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, all his guys, they're from here. They take care of people who live here, people like me. Look, I needed a new bathroom, and I knew Shane, and Shane said, yeah, I can do that. Came over, looked at it, gave me a number, hit the number, did it quickly, did it affordably, did it friendly. And that's all you can ask, man. I mean, the Lockhart family does a terrific job. In fact, I used them again. We did another room in our house, and he did another terrific job. If you have an idea or a construction need, no job too big, no job too small, give the Lockhart family a call. Their family will give your family a better living experience. Unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. For more info, call Shane. He'll call you back. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, 994-3865.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Listen up. This Labor Day weekend, Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet want to celebrate you with all your hard work. It's easy. Browse hundreds of new and certified pre-owned vehicles online marked with our wow prices. Go find the one you love and come in and buy this weekend to make it yours. Plus, get a free 65-inch TV or barbecue grill as a special treat. Don't miss this opportunity to get a great deal and a great prize. Starts Friday, ends Monday, only at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. Don't make me come get you.
Get ready for the power of Godsmack live on their New World Tour with special guests Atreyu and Flat Black featuring Jason Hook, formerly of Five Finger Death Punch, coming to Daly's Place September 6th. Featuring songs from their new album, Lighting Up the Sky. Until now at Ticketmaster.com. Godsmack Live.
Whether you are looking for a job or an employer trying to hire, there's only one stop in Jacksonville, Remedy Staffing. Labor trends keep us guessing. As employers, the job market's been strong. So what does that mean for workers' availability? If you're interested in the workforce solutions or how the Remedy team can help you, call or text Crystal at 904-329-9802. 329-9802, Remedy Staffing.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
Keep up with Norvell's Knowles on the Seminole Report.
I'm RJ Saunders, and I'll keep you up to date on Florida State with the latest Garnet and Gold Nuggets.
Brought to you by your local Ag Pro, your home team on 1010XL.
Have high cholesterol? At risk of heart disease? You are not alone. Westside Center for Clinical Research is hosting a Sip and Science event. Join Dr. Michael Koren and Dr. Jackson Downey at this free RSVP-only event. Learn how you can reduce your risk of heart disease. Join us Wednesday, September 13th at 6 p.m. Free mocktails and hors d'oeuvres provided. That's why it's called Sip and Science. RSVP at EncoreDocs.com. That's ENCOREDOCS.com. Don't wait. Take charge of your heart health today. EncoreDocs.com.
Yo! Football is back, and so is winning season at MyBookie. Look, if you're anywhere near as fired up as we are this season, you got to get a bet in on the action. NFL, college football, and a brand new casino system. MyBookie gives you options to bet and win all season long. First two legs of your parlay hit, cash out early and use the bread on another bet. Or let it ride for a chance for a bigger payday. Use early cash outs as a tool to stay in control of all the action at MyBookie. To get started, go to mybookie.ag now and register for an account for free. When you're ready to make your first deposit, just use promo code 1010XL to grab your welcome bonus on the house. You can still even bet on futures like Total and the Super Bowl. So sign up with promo code 1010XL to claim your deposit bonus. And for a limited time, a free chip to use in the MyBookie casino. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
There's certain places you know if you go in, they got what you're looking for, like Gate Convenience Stores and Cold Modelo's. That's the ticket. Or get on the craft side of things with something from Bold City or Sweetwater. Hit the cooler at Gate, full of choices and all of them good.
If your lawn is not as green as you'd like, it's time to go orange by calling Orange Environmental Services, Jacksonville's highest quality pest control for over 45 years. Frank Frangie here. I've trusted Orange Environmental to take care of our home's pest control needs for years. With the Orange Shield Protection Plan for your home or office, you can relax knowing Orange Environmental will handle pest control, termite control, and mosquito control. Orange Environmental has been giving Northeast Florida peace of mind from bug problems since 1972. Call them today at 272-3284.
Your AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Let's ring up another guest on the All-Pro Roofing phone line. Now, Get Smart John, brought to you by Cannons of Jacksonville. Your best shot for trailer hitches.
You know him, you love him. He's TriviaNation.com's own. He's bald, he's beautiful.
Perhaps into the Bloody Marys with a day off.
He's off today. He's not working. Johnny.
Good morning, John.
How are you, friend?
Au contraire, Pierre.
Au contraire, Pierre, he drops on us.
I do. I most certainly am working now.
Nice.
You guys know where I work, but I'm actually
working from home.
Signing up. No. Actually, I'll be working at Baptist Beaches.
Okay.
So,
well, there you go.
So just because they're worried that if the bridge is closed and whatever, which we know that's not happening.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yes. So the wheels of commerce, as Ox said, are definitely turning. So there you have it.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes. And we had a good show last night, too, so people were definitely out and about because they're off.
Yeah, right, correct. That's a good point.
We went out to dinner last night with some friends, and it was very empty.
Yeah.
But it was
really
open, yeah.
Yeah. See, I kind of thought that was going to be the case with my trivia show, but no,
crowded?
It was good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It was.
It's looking like, from what I'm seeing on the all the Florida coverage, now it's going to make landfall up, in the Panhandle, so that might change things. But everything up the west coast of Florida, it's the flooding, it's the storm surge. Everything I've seen, you haven't seen a bunch of wind and roofs blowing off of houses like what happened over there in that Panama City area a few years ago, right? Big Bend, which is hitting again there this year. But it's just, it's some wind, not a ton of wind, but just a lot of flooding. Anyway.
Yes. Yeah. Now, I can't tell you weather report as I am here at Jacksonville Beach. That wind is definitely whipping up.
Oh, yeah, there's some wind and rain.
Yeah. But nothing bad. So, and of course, Gibby, he's quite the astute trivia player himself.
Gibby got to feel the pain of our Super Bowl wrath when we showed up for the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
We called
Gibby
our
brought
shot.
his team in.
Yeah, Gibby was there with his team. He learned real quick what he was dealing with.
Gibby puffed that chest out and walked in there that day.
John, they got a couple years on me on that.
That's fair.
That's true. That's
fair.
true. Age did come into play. It did.
Yeah,
It did.
that's fair.
I'll give you that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy to have Gibby, riding shotgun with us. Maybe he'll, be a savior for a question.
Yeah. So, last week, of course, Jeff, you were off.
Yeah.
And I played an audio clue for Dan.
Okay.
And I honestly thought he would get it.
Oh.
And I mentioned to Dan, I said, don't you think Jeff would get that? He goes, I don't know. I said, well, let's go ahead and see. So
I like these. I like these 1 week later, when I miss what he asks you and vice versa.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So the audio clue. What's the question?
Okay. Go, Gibby.
Audio
if you
clue.
would.
Rockin' into the night.
Okay. And
Ooh, rockin'.
Okay. And who is the
Bad Company, baby.
Oh
no!
Rockin' into the night, rockin' into the night. Is that not the song?
That is a song.
That's not Bad Company.
So having at least Dan threw out, which was even more obscure. Dan threw out Washington Collins Band, of course. Again, Jeff. No, 38 Special.
Oh yeah,
Jacksonville's own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jacksonville's own. So
I never professed to be much of a music guy. Hicken made a good guess saying that I wouldn't get that one.
Yeah.
I would have put money. That sounds like Bad Company to me.
Boys weren't happy that I didn't.
It's also like bad. Well, it's a Jacksonville band, so it
Right.
makes it worse.
I know.
Oh, there we go. You got two.
Well, that's kinda why,
You got two dummies sitting here, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but it was about 1979 that that came out. So I'm maybe predated you just a little bit. So anyway, all right.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Okay. White House.
Okay. White House.
White House.
Yes. In which wing of the White House would you find the Oval Office?
That's the West Wing.
Yeah.
I know that only because there was a TV show.
Yes.
Yes.
There's the West Wing.
Science.
There's the Rose Garden.
The Lincoln bedroom.
And the Lincoln bedroom.
That's it.
That's about it in the White House.
That's it.
Yeah.
And a swimming pool, apparently.
The bowling alley.
Yeah.
And a killer dog.
Could be a killer dog.
What's his name? Sarge or Boss or something?
Ruffles.
It's not Ruffles.
It's Ruffles.
Yeah, no, it's not. I think it might be Commander.
Okay, that sounds right. I knew it was some
Maybe.
sort of,
Maybe.
it matched the aggressiveness that the name did.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Science.
What is the sixth planet from the sun?
All right. You got Mars.
Well, no, you got Mercury,
Venus,
Venus,
Earth,
Mars, Saturn, Jupiter?
It's either
Saturn.
Jupiter,
Saturn.
It's Saturn or Jupiter.
All right.
Which one's farther?
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. I think it's Saturn, Jupiter.
You do?
I do, but I could be wrong. It
big
could be
red-
Jupiter, Saturn.
The big red dot.
I don't know which one of those is closer to us. This would fall even below music on my list of interest.
Why do I think?
You think it's Jupiter and then Saturn?
This is Saturn.
Is there not some sort of? Do we not have like a
yes
something you put together?
All day I dream about Adidas.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
But I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we don't have one.
You know what I do know?
What?
That way out there is Uranus.
Thank you. It's flapping in the wind too, my friend. All right, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, or Saturn, Jupiter. Gibby, what do you got in there, man? I mean, you didn't take any science classes. You're more recent on those.
I've forgotten everything.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars.
I think Saturn's further out, but I don't know. I'm guessing. You think it's Jupiter or no?
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. It just seems like Saturn rolls after that to me.
Let me ask you a question, John. Is it Saturn or Jupiter?
Yes, for sure. 100%.
Yes.
Okay.
There's no doubt about that. There's 100% Jupiter.
Well, you went hard right off the rip with Jupiter.
I think not. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. I think Saturn's further. I think you're right.
That's what I think.
I think you're right. I have no idea.
Jupiter's the big planet with the red dot. Saturn's the rings, but for some reason I remember Saturn being cold, and cold is further from the sun.
Yeah, the rings are even ice, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I...
Saturn. We're going Saturn.
Yeah.
Yeah! Saturn Day.
Well, I was thinking after all that, you better get it. Very good.
That was a tough one.
I like the thought process.
We thought that one out.
Yeah, you did. You did. Geography.
Damn it! I don't like that follow-up.
Blue question.
No. Well, but listen carefully. Listen carefully.
Boy.
Okay?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I can get the Great Lakes with a, what do you call it, an acronym?
Yeah.
Holmes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior.
Is there one for the planet lineup?
Let me look.
Yeah, there is. I forget what it is, but there absolutely is.
All
yes. Yeah. What state's name ends with its own two-letter postal abbreviation code?
What state's name ends? So the last
with
two
its
letters.
Own, correct. Two-letter, and it is its two-letter postal code as well.
Ooh. Okay.
The last two letters?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I mean, we could get this. It's just going to take all day, a day to go
I could
through.
give you a hint, which would.
Well, no, we would get. I mean, there's no doubt. Like if we were sitting in your show and you played your 3-minute music, without a doubt we would get this.
You would come up with it. I agree.
I'm trying to, I'm just kind of go through
Colorado, no. Connecticut.
CT.
No, UT. No.
Yeah, Connecticut.
No, UT. It ends
yeah. And you, Albany.
State.
Albany State. NY. It's Albany. New York.
Oh. No, two-state. It's the end of the state's name, not the capital.
That's correct.
Screaming at me.
Yeah.
Hang on, Gibby.
Yeah. No, we didn't miss it. That doesn't fit in the category. Tennessee.
That's a good one.
Virginia. North
Carolina.
You're close. You're close.
Tennessee.
You're in the neighborhood.
West Virginia. Maryland. Indy. South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, no. Maryland,
Wisconsin,
Pennsylvania, no. Delaware,
good God,
Connecticut,
it ends with the last two.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio,
no. Iowa,
no. Iowa, no. Pennsylvania, New York.
We got to move on.
Let's just give it to us. We would get it. We're gonna have.
You would, and I agree. And I agree. I should have probably qualified.
That's okay.
What? No,
what is it? What is it?
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, here would have been the hint. Lubricant.
Just give us the answer. That's not a hint. That's throwing me more off.
Kentucky.
Oh yeah, KY.
KY.
That was easy.
7:00 nasty.
My very easy method just speeds up nothing. That's your
that
acronym.
What is it? My what?
My very easy method just speeds up nothing.
Okay.
It's a hard one to remember.
Some guy on the text line, my very eager mother just served us 9 pizzas. I guess that's how you do it.
I like that one better.
Okay. Yeah.
Good job, text line.
So, very quickly, Bob Barker, the great Bob Barker, who we all love. 99. You mentioned Dick Van Dyke, who was 97, about to be 98, hopefully.
Don't jinx him.
Also, you know that Jackie Robinson's wife is still alive at 101?
Wow.
Yes,
I did.
Rachel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share that with. Not trying to speak of it. We know how that
trivial.
one time happened.
I know.
You are the Grim Reaper. We apologize in advance to Dick Van Dyke and Jackie Robinson's widow's families because John just
he's done it before.
Euthanized them. Yeah.
He's done it many times.
Within a week. Dick Van Dyke will die within a week. It's been.
Oh, stop.
Okay. No, stop, friend.
It.
You're the Grim Reaper.
No. Listen, I had the pleasure of meeting him as a teenager. He was the nicest.
I could see that.
Next Wednesday, we'll be gathering here, and John won't be joining us on trivia. He's disconsolate. he can't go. He's just broken down.
Yeah. Okay. Advertising. What is the name of the Starkist tuna mascot?
Charlie.
Yes. Let's talk about product of our childhood, right?
Sorry, Charlie.
Yes. Want tunas that taste good, not tunas with good taste. Okay.
That is correct.
History. A 1985 expedition led by Robert Ballard discovered what?
1985. Is that going down? Is that?
There's something that wasn't discovered till 1985?
Is that going into the water, you think? Or there's no space one, right?
Ballard.
Yeah, I thought Robert Ballard would be a big hint for you.
Is there I think it's some
like the.
It's not Titanic, is it? No, because that wouldn't be discovered.
You know, that probably is the Titanic. Discovered it at the bottom. That's probably
is that a discovery though?
Yeah, that's a discovery. You bet it is. Yeah,
right,
discover the wreckage of the Titanic. Go with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is correct. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cars.
In cars, doo-doo.
Perfect. Okay.
I can't sing along because of the voice here. I'm disappointed. I learned that on Rockin' Into the Night.
So, and having said that, Gibby, if you would, for the second clue, please, for the audio clue.
No. It's literally the song you were just playing.
Here in my car. Da 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 da.
You know the question, right?
Rick Ocasek.
The Cars.
Cars on the Cars.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Rick Ocasek, lead singer. The year would be 80?
70.
Probably early 80s.
High school.
82, maybe.
What's the question?
Who sings it?
Yeah, the Cars.
Isn't it Rick Ocasek?
The Cars.
The Cars, yeah.
No. Oh, no.
What are you talking about? Oh, that's not a Cars song? We're so bad, dude.
The name of the song is Cars.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any idea, Hick. Again, music is not my forte, brother. I literally would have said that the Cars call.
I don't know who the hell it is. Who is it?
Depeche Mode.
No, he's kind of a one-hit wonder.
Okay, great.
That probably isn't going to help you at all.
No, we need the answer. We don't know the answer.
Gary Newman.
Newman
spelled
he's a composer.
N-U-M-A-N.
Hello, Newman.
I don't know who the hell Newman is.
Well, okay, obviously.
I honest to goodness thought that the Cars sang in Cars.
No, now that I think about it, I think about the Cars songs. It's a lot more rock. You know?
Yeah.
Used to crank that up on the woofer and tweeter in the stereo.
Gotta have a woofer and a tweeter.
Yeah. I think it was 1980. I think that was really.
Right.
I'm fairly sure.
Awesome. This has been fun.
You know what I have to say to you, Johnny? Damn you, Johnny.
Okay, well, damn you too. I thought you would get that.
Yeah, we have not showed up today. We have, we've been just consumed with worry over the hurricane.
So. That's it.
What I was just about to say. That's right. You have more pressing.
Correct.
By the way, August of '79 for that song.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So, okay, very good. Thank you. for that giving. Government.
Government.
Who was the first woman appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court?
Sandra Day O'Connor. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes. TV.
I thought Ruth Bader Ginsburg was the one and only ever female member of the Supreme Court.
Did you?
No.
Oh no,
I'm kidding. I'm talking about all the. She got all of. I mean, she got a lot of coverage.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
They did the movie, right? RBG, wasn't it? When their movie came out right after. Yeah.
Starred Rhea Perlman.
That wouldn't be a bad casting.
Hey, did you guys talk about the Bill Russell documentary?
No, is it out?
Yeah, it's 2-parters. Excellent.
Oh, good.
Really good on Netflix.
I'm too deep into Louis Litt right now, so back off on the TV stuff.
Okay. It's just two. It's very, very good.
Okay.
Yes, TV.
Yes.
What was the name of the 1980s TV show that featured Tom Hanks in drag?
Bosom Buddies.
Bosom Buddies.
Yes.
The best question of that is, what's the other guy's name?
What is that?
Peter Scolari.
Oh, attaboy, Johnny.
Who later went on to be in what other series?
Nothing.
Heart to Heart, maybe? Or no, isn't he with his, he's a detective, isn't he? He's got a partner? Or no?
It was Newhart.
Newhart. Okay.
Peter Scolari is like the
guy. Late Peter Scolari.
Yeah. He's like the guy who gave up on American Idol. Guy with Seacrest.
Yeah.
That's bad. Bad career move, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay.
Peter Scolari. We lost Peter Scolari in 2021.
That's what I was just saying. I just said that. Yeah. He wasn't very old. Yeah.
No.
Musicals. What is the name of the dog in the musical Annie?
The sun'll come up tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. That is
not 1, 2, or 3, but 4 wives for Scolari.
4?
Yeah.
Oh,
81 to 83, 86 to 96, 98 to 04, and what the hell, 2013.
What is that
little dog's
Is it
name?
Sandy?
It is Sandy.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this might surprise you, Hick, but I've never seen Annie in any form.
No, I'm not surprised.
Never watched the movie, never read the book, never certainly been to the play.
Just thinking about
but I do know those
tomorrow.
Things. I know who Annie is, that little red-headed pixie.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. She's a lot.
Okay.
She reminds me a lot of Pippi Longstocking.
Okay, not at all
That's
to me.
exactly what I was thinking. I
Yes.
was thinking the same
Thank you, John.
thing, Dan.
Okay.
Hey, nice bowl there.
Except for the stockings.
Okay. Right. But the hair, with the pigtails.
All right, we got time for a couple more.
Okay. Of course, we have to do president.
Oh, of course. Fat Bill Taft.
Oh, boy.
No, it's not. I can tell you that. Which president made the Louisiana Purchase from Napoleon?
Jefferson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow.
We're kind of. I'll mush this for the next president question. We've gotten 3 or 4 in a row back through the weeks.
Yeah, you have. I will give you that.
Credit.
I will give you that.
A little credit on that one.
Yeah, you're kind of proving the Googans and Guggenellas wrong a little bit.
Maybe
not.
not.
I like it. Well. Okay.
I think the Louisiana Purchase was a good one for us, though, because it doesn't involve. It's not like presidential history as much as just U.S. history. And I can remember vividly Thomas Jefferson attached to
No.
To that.
No, that's good. Okay. Science. Within 2, either way, how many men have walked on the moon?
Ooh.
Like, not just American men in general? Correct, John?
Well,
we're the only ones that have walked on the moon? Is that what you're telling me?
Americans are the only ones that have walked on the moon.
All right. Yeah. Wow. Hey, world, catch up. I mean, it's
10, 15.
I think I'd go.
I mean, early on, every time they went, 2 would go on, 2 would walk on, and 1 would have to hang back on the module.
I'm getting off next time.
Yeah. So it would be like 2.
Let's go 12.
I think it's higher.
Okay, 15.
Gibby, you got any thought on that one?
I was thinking probably closer to 15, like Jeff.
But it's 2 at a time. It's going to be an even number. Within how many do we?
2. 16.
2 within.
So we need to do an even number because that'll cover 2 of what the answer is.
Oh, that's good.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. 16.
12.
14 would have got it.
You had.
You wouldn't. I thought you were going with that. You did have it.
All right.
Last
Question, John. Or was that it? That was the last one?
That was it.
Oh, well, no, I can give you one more.
All right, one more.
Fine.
I hate to end on a loss like that, which we might anyway.
Well, okay. All right. Entertainment.
Yes.
Okay. Happy Madison Productions is a film and TV production company founded in 1999 by which actor?
Sandler. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Johnny! All right, boys.
All right,
We'll see you. Take
there
care.
you go.
Bye.
Thank you. That's Get Smart, John. We'll take a break. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. You are listening to a dumbed-down version of The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Frank! Okay, here we go, automatic pilot.
Frank Franchi.
It is not automatic piloting.
He doesn't operate at hyperspeed.
I can really use a steering wheel here.
We don't have no damn steering wheel. This is what we got.
Afternoons on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here. I hope you had a great summer, man. But we're heading back into football season. We're heading back into school. We're heading back into, kind of normalcy. Hopefully you had a lot of friends and family over at the house for the summer. Maybe did some traveling as well. But you want to get the house back into tip-top shape. And to do that, time to call the Cleaning Freaks. The Cleaning Freaks from Zero Res. Nobody does it better, man. And, man, do they do it well. House taking a beating. So towel and grout, carpets, rugs, they need a good cleaning. And, in fact, right now, Zero Res offering the hottest price of the year on tile and grout cleaning. Get your tile and grout cleaned and sealed 25% off. Zero Res, man. You spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
The blockbuster event of the summer is here.
Outrunning a helicopter isn't exactly what I had in mind for my beach getaway.
But this isn't another full-throttle action movie. It's the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Wait, what?
Featuring the action-packed 2023 Nissan Rogue and Nissan Sentra, with sport modes that give the performance of a lifetime.
Stealing my spotlight.
And now comes the real star of the show.
Get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select road trims. Availability is limited, so shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months on new 2023 Rogue, excluding S-Trim and dealer stock. Example, 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 9/5/23.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing summer specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit beechurstplumbing.com. BETROS plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Craving a night out? Elevate your evenings at Players Grill. Sip on handcrafted cocktails and groove to live beats. Players Grill, where every moment is a toast to life. Join us tonight at Miramar or Mandarin. Players Grill, where the neighborhood meets.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Former Gator Chris Doran joins Dan and Jeff on the Drill. Wednesdays at 8:15. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah on 1010XL.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Are you drowning in credit card debt? Want to get cash out of your home's equity? Loan Pronto can now do it in less than a week. Hey, it's Prosser here, and that's right. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit just got even faster. You can get $50,000, $100,000, or even $200,000 in as little as 5 days. And you don't even have to touch your primary mortgage, so you can keep that 3% rate intact. Just get the money you need and pay off all those credit cards, or get that home improvement project started. With this revolutionary program, you can access up to 90% of your home's value, and in most cases, there's no appraisal. Stop paying insane interest rates to the credit card companies and get tens or even hundreds of thousands in cash in as little as 5 days. Call Loan Pronto now for the even faster Equity Express line. 904-999-1508. LoanPronto.com or 904-999-1508. That's 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
Warmer weather is here, and with it, longer days mean more time for golf. Hidden Hills offers twilight rates every day after 3 p.m. Affordable golf on a fantastic golf course. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com and book your tee time today.
I'm with Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville, and even though you're the place to go for fun, you're also a place to go for generators, and right now with a storm coming, people need generators.
And the Honda lineup is amazing. They make the super quiet model, inverter technology, the electricity super clean. You can have conversations with them. You can back up your whole house with a Honda generator. So we have them in stock, and we're ready to ride.
So you have generators big enough that could run everything in the house?
Absolutely.
Check it out, Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency for generators.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
I'm Sam Nelson. The Jaguars made the move to get the team down to the 53-man roster limit ahead of the regular season. Players let go with fewer than 4 seasons of service will be placed on the waiver wire, giving the teams the opportunity to make claims. Players with 4 more seasons of service will become free agents immediately, able to sign with other teams. Jags head coach Doug Peterson says trimming the roster is a difficult day. It's especially difficult when you have to cut your own son.
No, I'd want to tell him. He's been through this process before.
The Jaguars have canceled afternoon meetings as a result of Hurricane Idalia's landfall. The cancellation comes out of caution. Players will have a brief indoor practice in the morning and then be sent home. That's your Jacksonville Orthopedics Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Is brought to you by J-Dog Junk Removal, veteran owned and operated.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
All right, sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we're awarding a prize pack. Gibby, I'm told it's a concert this week. What do we got?
It is. It's a pair of tickets to Godsmack coming up on September 6th, couple days at Daly's Place.
The Michael Jordans lost to the United States, 110-62. I don't know if you know or are aware of that, but yeah, the Air Jordans were down, got smoked early, and the U.S. poured it on and rolled in the Group C of the FIBA World Cup Championships, beating Michael Jordan 110-62. So that wanted to pass that on to you guys as well. So that happened last night. Alex Cobb almost threw a no-hitter. He got right to the last guy and then gave up a double.
That'd be brutal.
Brutal.
Kicking the giblets.
131 pitches, pitched a great game, and is the 4th pitcher in the last 2 years
to get to 2 outs.
To get to 2 outs in the 9th.
What was interesting was
the kid in Cease was one of them in the White Sox, and there was a couple others.
Mikolas, Miles Mikolas.
Yes, Cardinals.
For the Cardinals. What was interesting about that, there was a play early in the game, 2nd or 3rd inning, as a chopper to 3rd, and it was initially ruled a hit.
And they ruled it, went back and fixed
it. They went back and fixed it.
But they did it early.
But he didn't notice. He thought he had given up a hit.
Oh, okay.
So they asked him, when did you realize you had a no-hitter? He said, to be honest, in the 7th inning, we got an out, and the crowd, I thought, acted over the top for just an out. And when I went back to the dugout, I looked and saw that they had changed that because he thought he had given up a hit earlier, so he wasn't like grinding through those middle innings.
I'll tell you what else. Jacksonville's own Austin Slater had a hell of a catch. Yeah. I mean, he came flying in, turned the glove, and it looked like he trapped it. And then, they looked at it, and it wasn't the case at all.
Time for Venus to hang him up, right? 43 years old now, played the U.S. Open last night. She lost 6-1, 6-1. I don't think did she finally win maybe one match at Wimbledon?
She did.
mean, she hadn't won much at all, and it's time to move on, right? There's young up-and-comers that
yeah,
that she might be the last in the entire field when it comes to a chance to win. She had a wonderful career. Man, if she didn't have a sister named Serena, her career would be viewed even better. I think she has 9 Grand Slams, maybe?
7.
Okay,
But
which
I'm
is a
not
lot.
positive. Yeah.
Right?
It's
And
terrific.
And Serena, and if y'all don't remember, you weren't around then, it was Venus who came along first, right? She was the superstar, the initial superstar. It was Venus Williams with the beads in the hair and the lanky body and the teenage. And then Serena came right behind her, and the two sisters, by far the best, family tandem probably in maybe all the sports.
The neat things about her are the numbers. Like, she was 21-0 in her first 21 U.S. Open appearances in the first round. The girl who beat her last night was born the month before Venus reached the U.S. Open final for the first time. So, I mean,
it's just you can't keep up at that age in that sport. I mean, no one does at any, maybe back in the day, like Martina.
She won 5 at Wimbledon, 7 major championships, but she's lost in the first or second round in each of her past 12 slam appearances.
And hasn't appeared in a lot of years.
Yeah.
It's not like those 12 are the last 3 years. I mean, this probably goes back a few years. She doesn't make all
10 matches this season, 3-7 after only 4 in 2022. So she's got a little knee problem as well. It's
just time, right? Yeah. And I didn't listen to her post game. I saw it got a little bit teary. Maybe that's where, she's headed with that. The Ryder Cup, did it be the exact 6 that you said?
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it to you.
So that got leaked on Twitter somewhere, and Dan shared that with us.
I broke the story here on the drill.
Yeah.
Just like I broke the Bosa trade.
What was?
Just kidding.
What was the shakeout? The fence sitter. Which way did it go? Justin Thomas made it, so that means that any of the live guys. The if there is any contra, was there a live guy that got promoted over, like the near misses were more Keegan Bradley, right? And
Keegan Bradley was a little bit miffed, and he rightfully so. He won a couple tournaments this year, and he
played good down the stretch.
It mattered to him. And Cam Young is another guy that they had to tell, but it's just and the live people will hammer on the fact that DeChambeau, maybe Dustin, just because.
But I think it's hard.
He'll be second guessed if if JT goes out and plays poorly. JT has a really good Ryder Cup record, but if he goes out and plays poorly, but again, a big part of this is team, and all those guys get along, and that's what. So somebody said, "Well, I guess it pays to be part of the boys' club." I thought that's what cup team competition was about.
Well, I would tell those live fanatics that are arguing that the team was picked unfairly. Stuff it.
Yeah.
Stuff it. Here's why.
Uh-huh.
A captain's pick went to Brooks Koepka. Where does he play, Hick?
Live.
Do better.
Yeah.
Don't win your little charity, your little hopscotch tournaments that you play across the country with absolutely zero pressure. Play better. Go to majors and consistently finish or win. Brooks Koepka won a major. That's what got him on.
Yeah.
Second place wouldn't have got him on because he doesn't play a competitive brand of golf. There is no intense competition. You do not earn your way in live golf. A lot of fans enjoy you. You have a heck of a show and a party, but if you're talking about,
it's an exhibition.
Knife to the throat, competition, the kind that ratchets up.
Right.
And these guys are, the Dustin Johnsons and Patrick Reeds and DeChambeau, they're all capable of playing that. I'm not saying they're not. But you don't get to go spend your whole year playing exhibition golf and then get to show up and represent the United States in the most intense international competition for golf. You don't get to do that. If you want to do that, then play for your life. Don't go play for the Saudis trillions while you bebop around in shorts while, Journey plays in the background somewhere.
I'm going to give you a game that I don't understand in college football, and the one that Blue Horseshoe is going to make a big jump out onto the Friday Five back.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And with all due respect, which means no respect, but did you say today that FSU is a 2.5-point underdog?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a Sunday night stack special, Bros. 2.5-point underdog.
I like LSU in that game, so
like
it doesn't jump out to me quite as much as it would to you.
Well, I think Travis is better at quarterback. The D end is better than any D lineman LSU has. The running back is better than LSU's running back. The O-line is experienced. And they beat them last year. I don't understand. In Noah, I don't see it.
Listen, I'm not saying LSU's going to kill FSU.
I think it's a close game.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're giving me 2.5 points, I'm taking it.
This is what I'm taking. I'm taking Brian Kelly in the game. I'm taking Brian Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm taking equal talent in Brian Kelly as the head coach. And I think losing the way they did last year leads to him. So I that's who I think's winning the game. It's not who I would. I don't like you. Wouldn't root for either one of them. Quite frankly, I don't have a dog in that fight. But I think LSU's a little better. I think they're deeper. And I think their coach is significantly better than Mike Norvell. He has proven that. I mean, he took a team to the BCS championship game in 2012. Brian Kelly's been doing this on the regular for a lot of years.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I think
that's fair.
Yeah, I think his team will be ready. I think it's a close game. I think it's a good game. It could go either way. But if I'm speaking more, I think LSU's going to win from the standpoint of I don't think it's like a layup, like you like it, which
I'll take my 2.5
I'll now
points.
expect to see.
Oh, you will
in the Friday 5-pack.
You will. I'll let you in right now in a little number. I'll be playing that one like it's nobody's business. So, all right, we're going into the 8 o'clock hour. We should have a lot of fun. We'll continue to talk about college football. Gators go from Dallas today to Utah, and then they play tomorrow night, and away we go. We're off and running. Be interesting to see. We'll get into that a little bit. Jaguars going through a week here with dealing with some weather and some cuts and some other stuff, and then the regular season starts. It's always a weird practice when they have a practice when they go from 91 to 53. And they did that yesterday. And then you look down at the sidelines.
Well, it's the same thing like in a preseason game, especially now, like we were at the game this past week, and it's just full up, and you're going to go there. It's going to look like, where's half the team?
Yeah, they're gone. So we'll discuss that as well. We'll take caller number 3 right now at 641-1010 if you want to go see Godsmack. When is that concert, Gibby?
That's coming up on the 6th.
Coming up on the 6th, so that's next week. 641-1010. Call right now, and you will be a winner right here on The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. This is The Swamp.
Snap back, looking left. Intercepted the 4. Florida gets the stop.
The season kicks off against Utah on Thursday, August 31st.
15, 10, to the house. Touchdown, Gators.
Kickoff at 8 on Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football. 1010XL AM.
Hey, like an offensive lineman protecting his quarterback at all costs, Craig and Christine Kaprowski, they do the same. This husband and wife team have teamed up at the beach, and they take care of all of our insurance needs. They're going to find us protection in a fast, friendly, affordable way. I sent my daughter to them, and they saved her more than $100 a month on car insurance. More than $100 a month. And she has the same coverage. So if you need homeowners, auto, flood, you got a boat, Craig and Christine are part of the Goosehead family. And in just a few short minutes, they'll find you the right coverage and the right price. I trust them with my insurance needs. Maybe you should as well. If you need a checkup, give them a call. 904-478-8422. That's 478-8422. Or Craig.Kaprowski, Koproski, Craig.Kaprowski at Goosehead.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
House is taking a beating this summer with all the in and out. Time to call Zero Res. Right now, Zero Res offering the hottest price of the year on tile and grout cleaning. Get your tile and grout cleaned and sealed for 25% off. Zero Res, man. Spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Jacksonville is a great place to live. And if you love where you live, you should invest in it. That's why more and more people bank with One-to-One Financial, Jacksonville's hometown credit union. We invest every penny back into North Florida, backing the very best small businesses, nonprofits, and of course the family home. Why put your money with some big out-of-state bank when you can invest in where you love to live? One-to-One Financial. We're your hometown credit union. Sign up today at one-to-one-fcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Okay, Gator Nation, y'all ready to do that Gator Chomp? It's your boy E to the T. And Brackish Vodka and I have something special brewing for you at Miller's Ale House for the Gator Game Watch Party versus Utah. Join me Thursday, August 31st at Miller's Ale House in Tinseltown for the ultimate Florida Gator Game Watch Party. We taking it to the next level, baby. Ale House is now pouring Brackish Vodka, proud partner of your Jacksonville Jaguar. So gather up all your homies, deck yourself in that orange and blue, and come cheer with me, E.T. Thursday for the Gator Game Watch Party at Miller's Ale House, Tinseltown. Come on, somebody.
Did you know that many cooling companies are now part of big conglomerates with no connection to Northeast Florida? In the past, they have concentrated on heating and air conditioning, but after a buyout, many add plumbing and electrical services. This raises their overhead, and those costs are passed on to the consumer. It's a case where bigger isn't better, it's just more expensive. Not Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Mike Merritt remains family-owned and operated. Merritt's focus has been the same for more than 30 years, keeping Northeast Florida comfortable, no matter what the weather. And there are no overtime or weekend surcharges. Mike Merritt's team does not work on commission. They repair only what needs repair and offer replacements only on what can't be fixed. And unlike at giant corporations where you can feel like just another number, with Mike Merritt, you'll feel like number one. Florida license CACO 50384.
This is Corona Premier. It's the light beer you didn't know was a light beer. Until right. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now, Corona Premier, an unexpectedly light beer.
This is Sheridan Tootin, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, and Dr. Kevin Murphy put my right shoulder back together a few years ago, and I'm still feeling great. Now I'm using PRP treatment for my knee pain. No matter what you're dealing with, if you're enduring any orthopedic issue, my only recommendation is Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Call us at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist if you ever have a need.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather now hot as can be, look ahead and get that backyard ready for fall with a new open air or screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are the best in the business. So if you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. FSU head coach Mike Norvell announced Tuesday following the team's practice that FSU will be business as usual as Hurricane Idalia makes landfall today through the Big Bend.
If we need to adapt and adjust, then we will. But right now, it's going to be a lighter day, kind of a big mental day for us.
The Miami Dolphins waived rookie wide receiver Dayward Davis on Tuesday. Davis took a big hit in the fourth quarter and was carted off the field during a preseason game. Davis was reportedly let go with an injury settled, meaning he will be paid for the amount of time he would have missed if he had made the team. The Miami Hurricanes take on the Miami of Ohio Redhawks to open their college football season. It's expected to be a Canes victory. Don't tell that to Redhawk QB Brett Gabbert, who says the real Miami is
Oxford, Ohio. I think we'll show them September 1st.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Battery Plus. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 82 degrees at 8:11. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville.
Good morning.
Good morning. Gookin Nation. It's another hour with Duval's Big Dogs of Sports Media. Dan Hicken.
Yes.
Jeff Prosser.
Blah, blah, freaking blah.
And E to the T.
E.T. is the GOAT producer.
Have you seen, as we woke you back for the 8 o'clock hour, the video of Eric Gilbert in Nebraska?
Is this the burglary video?
Yes.
No, I missed that one.
Jeez.
Not good.
Not good. By the way, if you're 6'8", putting a T-shirt over your head isn't going to really help. He burglarized a liquor and vape store. Also not a good choice. Surveillance video is out. Kicked down doors. Confronted by police on his way out of the store and arrested. Attempted to steal more than $1,600 worth of merchandise, including cigars and vape pens.
Oh, jeez.
I mean.
Well, you can see why this cat hadn't lasted anywhere. He was with Dan Mullen for a month, in Gainesville. He's been at a bunch of places.
Yeah.
Outside of where he's, actually signed on and entered. So it never played.
What a train wreck.
Yeah, definitely a lot
and
of issues.
He's just, it's sad.
Well, that'll do.
Matt Rule said really disappointed, really sad for him. We took Eric. We thought we knew that we had a good group of people that were going to help him through some of the issues he's been dealing with in his life. I've been really proud of the job he'd done this spring and summer. To be honest, during camp, he had some struggles. He's working to overcome them. We have a great group of people trying to help him. And then obviously last night happened. So,
well,
I don't know what
sometimes
else
you're kind of
he's
beyond
just,
help,
yeah.
I guess.
I mean, he's done. He's done. It's all on camera. He's smashing, kicking in doors. I don't know, man. I guess, mental health issues, whatever. He can't get through to him, can't understand that, son, you have the opportunity to make millions of dollars.
Yeah. Again, this is like 5-time now.
Oh, yeah.
Right, LSU couldn't make it, then Florida couldn't make it, then I think Tennessee maybe was at least involved, in Georgia, now Nebraska, and he's not standing anywhere. These coaches, you give them an inch and they want that mile.
Yeah.
And, the transfer rules and the and the NIL and everything has made movement so much more common than it's ever been, but the NCAA is putting its foot down on these 2-time transfers. FSU had one of those, right?
Yeah.
Where you want to use some sort of hardship to get them in. And now Deion Sanders is having a cow because his offensive lineman, Tyler Brown, who began at Louisiana, then he went to Jackson State under Sanders, citing mental health issues. He sought a waiver for immediate eligibility with the Buffaloes, denied last week. It don't make sense, Sanders said yesterday.
Bravo, Deion, by the way. At least somebody speaks up against that I don't know what to call them, the NCAA and all their nonsense.
Some things just don't make sense. You say you really care about mental health, but when you have someone really dealing with mental health, there's a problem. Then ostracizing him and not allowing him to do what he's blessed and gifted to do in the main and the thing that presents him peace, that's trying for a young man. I get what you're saying, Hick, I do, but I hope there's like a documented, how is his mental health improved by going to Colorado? Is his family there? Or is there a facility there? Is there treatment? Or just Deion is his mental health elixir, right? If you're going to use the mental health, if mental health is indeed a thing, then I need to know what mental health steps are in process, are in place. So, but nonetheless, Mike Norvell spoke out strongly against that FSU lineman that wasn't able, and there have been a few
I had
others.
the LSU kid with the, quote, improper benefits, suspending him a game against FSU. If I was LSU AD, I'd say, look, I don't care what the NCAA says. He's playing. He's worked hard to come back. He's doing what is perfectly fine now, but when he did it, I guess it was against the rules. You know what? We'll sit him out against Grambling next week. How about that?
Right.
It just annoys me a little bit. That's all. The whole what jurisdiction does the NCAA have? If the NCAA could put a stop, they can't stop this like what's happening in college football. We know who has the power. It's the conference commissioners and the presidents. It's not the NCAA. But I just don't like them. Every now and then they're like a little pest. What about Deion the other day telling everybody where he graduated from? Did you see that one?
No. What do you mean? He did say FSU?
He didn't graduate from FSU.
Oh, he got his degree somewhere else?
He's HBCU. He said Talladega? Is that an HBCU school?
I don't know.
I don't know that one. But anyway.
It seems like you would have heard of it.
He just said, look, they kept saying, somebody was asking him a question about Florida State. He says, I'm not a Seminole. He goes, you are where you graduate from, aren't you? Let me get the exact thing.
That's got to make FSU fan feel real good.
I know. Deion Sanders said in a press conference yesterday,
Talladega College.
Evening, that he isn't a Florida State Seminole because he didn't graduate, and let it be known that he's a graduate of Alabama-based HBCU Talladega College. Gibby, you can play that, by the way, if you find it's on 3. If you just Google it, you can play it for us.
NASCAR country, Talladega.
Yeah. Do you know where I graduated from? I graduated from an HBCU. So I'm a who? No, I'm a who? I thought it's where you graduated from, isn't it? Why do you keep calling me that when you know where I don't know. Does he have bad blood with FSU?
Sounds like it. I mean, he's been back there before in the past.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's Seminole through and through to me.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. He was on the list of candidates back when they hired Mike Norvell. He did graduate from Talladega College, so he completed his coursework. Yeah, let's listen to Deion say where he's from.
Hurricanes like myself.
Yeah.
And you're a Knoll, my friend.
No. Actually, do you know where I graduated from? Yeah. Who said that? You know everything. She didn't know that. They didn't know that. Tell them again, where did I graduate? I graduated from HBCU. So I'm a who?
Well, you're still a Knoll.
I'm a who? I thought it's where you graduate from, isn't it? Why you keep calling me that? It goes to where I graduated from. I'm an HBCU grad.
And you're okay with all those?
It was just interesting to me that he
pretty emphatically, he did, almost as if he didn't want to be known that.
Yeah,
I'm a who?
Yeah, you're not calling me a Knoll.
I could, yeah. I don't know why that would be, for Pete's sake. I mean, right? I could see no reason for bad blood. I mean, maybe Knoll Nation out there has a little more insight.
Well, they got mad at him when he stole Travis Hunter, but that's all unfair. And
But you know what could happen there? That Twitter fires up, and people say, Knoll fans say things to him, and it could be enough to say, yeah, okay. You know, the old saying that one rotten apple doesn't spoil the batch doesn't apply when it comes to social media.
Yeah.
Right. You can end up applying that to just like a whole wide group of people that aren't necessarily on board with that. I was looking at a certain dynamic within the top 10 of the college football poll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the coaches poll.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me issue, kind of an issue, non-issue.
Okay.
5 of the top 10 teams in the poll. Number 1, Georgia. Number 3, Alabama. Number 4, Ohio State. Number 9, Clemson. And number 10, Tennessee.
Yeah.
They all share something in common. You know what it is?
Name the schools again.
Number 1, Georgia.
Georgia.
Number 3, Alabama.
Alabama.
Number 4, Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9, Clemson. And number 10, Tennessee.
It's a little. You're going to tell me that they all have new quarterbacks.
Well, Clemson has a first-year starter.
Yeah.
I mean, he came in last year, right? He didn't start.
Is that
the
what
year.
you're going to tell me, though?
Yeah, 5 of the top. Is that an issue? Is that a not? Yeah, right.
Advantage to the other ones.
Right. It's an advantage for, in this case, the game that we have Sunday night, FSU with Jordan Travis.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
LSU with Jaden Daniels.
100%.
Michigan with J.J. McCarthy.
Yep.
USC with Caleb Williams.
Yep.
I don't know who the Penn State quarterback is. Is it
he's a hot shot.
Alar or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like him.
Do you know who is on the Penn State roster at quarterback? It's got to be a relation.
Who?
There's a freshman quarterback at Penn State named Jack Lambert. What would that be, grandson? I mean, it's got to be related, right? No, didn't Jack Lambert played at Penn State, no?
No.
Oh, he didn't.
Kent State.
Oh, that's right, Kent State.
Mm-hmm.
I just think of him as a Steeler. Jack Ham play at Penn State?
Yes.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, so I don't know that he's...
Okay,
yeah.
Maybe it could be complete. No, I was thinking Jack. No, but you're right. It was Jack Ham that went to Penn State and Jack Lambert that went to, you're right, Kent State. So I thought maybe there was the tie in there.
Penn State is a good dark horse team. When you start thinking about teams, like you have the obvious picks when you think about teams that are going to win a natty or whatever, could play for the natty or get in the Final Four, or however you want to call it. But there are some good, good dark horse picks, and Penn State to me is one.
The problem with Penn State is it seems like they don't win those marquee matchups in their conference.
No, but they might this year.
Okay.
I mean, you might be able to take advantage of an Ohio State. And Michigan is always Michigan.
Well, I will say this. There's a columnist on CBS college football page right now listing 14 realistic college football playoff contenders.
Let me guess them.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go by.
You want to go conference?
I'm going to go by conference because that's the way they've listed it, and I won't be able to scroll up and down. So we'll start just go in alphabetical order. 14 realistic contenders for the college football.
I think I know who they are.
College football playoffs.
Okay.
ACC, how many?
2.
You're right.
Yeah.
Clemson and FSU.
Yeah. And that's fair. I would agree with that.
Big Ten.
Well, you're going to tell. There's 3 then.
Well, this doesn't go in ascending order. It goes in alphabetical order, but
There's Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State does make that list, to your point.
Well,
That's what I was
getting
getting
to. Gave me the context clue.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. You were about to. That's why I figured
the
it out.
Nittany Lions playoff hopes hinge on the arm of first-year starting quarterback Drew Allard, so he has another first-year starter.
Yes, he is. But he's much ballyhooed. More so than like I don't know much about the Ohio State kid.
McCord, he just got named yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, Big 12.
Big 12 will be Texas.
Man,
That's a nice pick.
You want to know
That's
program?
a good veteran, Quinn Ewers.
Let me tell you, a program that gets more off of their fumes than any program in college football history.
Texas.
What a fraud the Texas Longhorns are, and they have a fraud coach, and there ain't no way in hell that Texas is going to the college football playoff.
What if they beat Bama next week?
They're not beating Bama next week. Bama is going to beat that A. Sarkisian's going to leave there.
They didn't beat that A last year.
They're going to beat it in Tuscaloosa this year. And old Stevie S is going to take home a big old fat loss like he has done most of his career everywhere he stopped. And Texas, once again, preseason champions will go 8-4.
Yeah. I'll start to turn on him this year if he does that.
And then, by the way, you'll come to the SEC and you'll be 7-5 and 8-6 and just a team. You won't be any better than Texas A&M.
He needs to throw up 11-2 this year.
They're 11th ranked. They're always back. I mean, what was Texas's record last year? I mean,
not good.
Yeah. Well, so what has happened that they're suddenly great?
Ewers is back.
Okay.
And he's a veteran now, and he's so.
Pac-12. 14 realistic college football playoff contenders.
How many have I named so far?
You've named.
Well, they put, I guess, SC in Oregon.
Let's see. You've got 2 for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 6, 7. Notre Dame and Independent they put in there, so that's 7. Now we're on to the Pac-12. No, this is the story I was getting to.
Mm-hmm.
The Pac-12 in its last year, man. How not to do it by the Pac-12?
Mm-hmm.
The Pac-12 has 4.
4.
Oregon,
SC,
Utah, Washington. They're saying all 4 of those Pac-12 teams.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
I don't either. That surprises me. The Pac-12 is not.
But if you have 4, you should get 1 in the playoff.
The Pac-12, I think, has had 2 playoff teams in all these years. Oregon went one year all the way to the final.
Yeah.
And Washington went one year where they lost in the semis to, I believe, Bama.
Yeah.
I don't think they've had another one.
No, not in the Final Four.
And Billy Napier says that he gets maybe Utah's best team.
Yeah.
We'll see. That's a convenient path to take as you get set to open your season on Thursday. Let's take a quick break. It is
all right.
It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday.
Did we finish?
That's it. Those are the 4.
SEC.
Well, you know who. Well,
there's 2 or 3.
There's 3. Yeah.
Okay.
LSU is in there, which makes that LSU-FSU such a big game and why it has playoff implications even though it's a season opener and it's a non-conference game.
I like it.
All right. This is the drill. It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday, like family for all your plumbing needs. BeachRosePlumbing.com. Beach Rose Plumbing is there.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
1010XL brings you Bulls Bulldogs football.
I'm Coach Tobin of the Bulls Bulldogs, and our first road game is Friday night at Mandarin. You hear the play-by-play on 1010 AM.
Hey, we are always facing economic times, challenging economic times, and I know for me it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. So I want to tell you about ITP Partners. They're Jacksonville guys, and they help me understand the economy. I don't know anything about that stuff, SEP IRAs and higher interest rates and, 401ks. But as I move closer to retirement, I watch my money grow, and that's because of Reed Wingate and Dan Abel and Reagan Wright and Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. All those guys, man. From Junibug to Juju, 3 generations of Hickens invest with our friends at ITB Partners. So if you have any kind of financial questions, they'll answer. All you got to do is give them a call. You can call Chris, 904-312-9751, 312-9751, or go to Chris at itbpartners.com. ITB Partners, my financial partners for life.
Now, the Florida State Seminole Report, brought to you by your local Ag Pro, your home team.
Seminole standout Jared Verse has been named to 4 watch list this preseason and will look to make an impact in Florida State's matchup against LSU. Mike Norvell met with the media to talk about the star defensive end.
He's a great player. He's one that's continuing to get better. There's still some things, just technique and fundamentally that I think he's got to continue to grow in, but he's embracing the work for that. When you have somebody that does, to have that approach and has the talent and ability, it makes it scary.
I'm RJ Saunders with your Ag Pro Seminole Report.
Attention job seekers. Are you ready to join the team at AgPro, your home team John Deere dealership? We're hiring for positions in sales, parts, and service. Our team is dedicated to providing the best customer service and support in the industry. We offer competitive pay, benefits, PTO, and opportunities for growth and advancement. Don't wait. Apply now and join the AgPro family today. Visit agproco.com or stop by your local AgPro for more information. AgPro, strong on service.
Equal opportunity employer.
Your home value is way up, and you can use that money right now. Pay off credit cards, remodel your house, both, whatever you want. Prosser here for Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto can convert that home equity into cash in as little as 2 weeks with no cost to you and zero hassle. Mike and Joan in Ponte Vedra called Loan Pronto. They did a Loan Pronto zero-cost cash-out refi. They got a check for $100,000, used $50 to pay off all their credit cards and a car loan, and used the other $50 to upgrade their master bath and kitchen. They locked in new APR in the 2s and lowered their total monthly bills by hundreds of dollars. Hello? What are you waiting on? Call Loan Pronto now. Convert your home value into cash and put that money to good use. Do it now, and you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval. Not all loans apply.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Hey folks, Rick Ballou here. Hurricane season is upon us. That's why I always recommend Patriot Roofing Services, specializing in all types of commercial, residential roofing and repairs, gutters, sun tubes, skylights, 10-year workmanship warranty, financing is available, military and senior citizen discounts, no subcontractors. Give my buddy Mark a call, 982-4052, licensed and insured, or go to Patriot Roofing Services online.
Mia here, and I want to talk to you about something that will transform your life. With Motto Clear aligners, only available at Aspen Dental, you can now achieve a beautiful smile with doctor-directed care. And for an affordable price, Motto is the smarter way to straighten your teeth. Start today and get $100 off with their Summer of Smiles event. What are you waiting for? Visit aspendental.com/Motto aligners to find a location near you and take the first step toward creating your new smile.
If you never saw Zeppelin live, now you can know what it's like. And if you did, relive the magic of Led Zeppelin Live. Get the Let Out is back at Florida Theater March 15th. Get the Let Out. Find out what it felt like to see Zeppelin live. Get tickets now at floridatheater.com.
Does your home or building need painting?
For over 20 years, Performance Painting has had the privilege of preserving many of Jacksonville's most prominent buildings. That said, we feel like we're just getting started. I'm Jason Parker, and our team thrives on preparing, protecting, and preserving the homes, businesses, and public buildings that make up our local landscape. Contact us today to put our years of experience to work for you. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
Don't ignore plumbing leaks. They can lead to mold and mildew or structural damage and drain your wallet. So when you have a leak and can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
She's very comfortable talking sports and hanging out with the boys.
Mia O'Brien here, still providing the best multimedia sports coverage in Northeast Florida on 1010XL radio, video, and social channels.
All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota.
TVs everywhere to watch sports, delicious food, drinks, league play nearly every night for billiards and poker, award-winning gumbo. 9-Ball Heaven is the place to be. We're off University Boulevard offering all of this and more. An upscale, non-smoking sports bar and billiards hall. We are the place to watch the game and shoot pool with your friends. 9-Ball Heaven also offers private parties, a private bar, and catering. 9-Ball Heaven, where the players play.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Is there any team in the National Football League that is a bigger favorite to win their division than the Jacksonville Jaguars? Maybe the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they probably would be the only one. Otherwise, if you think about it, and part of it is the Jaguars' surge, obviously. Trevor and Doug, put those two together, good young players around them, much improved offensively. You can see why. But the rest of the division is not very good either. But I just think if you think about it, the Jaguars absolutely have to win the division this upcoming season. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power. Lift Power, we do it all. Lift Power has been providing the Southeast with all its material handling needs for more than 50 years. From lift trucks, warehouse design, docks and doors to total warehouse design, service support, fleet management, and more. You name it, Lift Power does it. Learn more at liftpower.com. Stormy weather.
It has been stormy, that's for sure. It's kind of nasty out there. We're dodging the worst of it. Certainly looks like. So.
Riders on the storm. Do you know who Kwity Paye is?
Sure. He's the defensive lineman from Michigan, maybe a couple years back.
Yeah, plays for the Colts.
Okay.
D tackle, right?
What about
the end?
What do you think he's done in his 21st pick overall?
What year is he? Third year.
Third year.
So in 2 years, what has he done?
Yeah, sack total.
I'll go 3-5.
4-6. Would you take 6 from Trayvon this year?
I'll take what we can get.
Yeah.
I'm not going to budge off of what we initially said. If you take a dude number 1 overall and he starts at defensive end, to sell any sort of notion that sacks aren't a part of the plan is so beyond ridiculous. Just spare us that narrative ever again.
Yeah.
And when Trent Baalke and Doug Peterson stand before the media and they are asked about the concern that Trayvon Walker's not getting to the sack, stop and don't. You have a lot of street cred right now, boys. And Trent Baalke, you got a lot of street cred. Let's put the feet to the fire on the young man if he's not showing the improvement. It's not okay. I didn't like going and doubling down on lack of production. I didn't like that. That's a small thing. I think Trent Baalke's pushed a lot more right buttons than wrong ones. So, you know what? I think what you hope for Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Khalil Mack came into the league a similar kind of skill set, right? He could either play with his hand on the ground or play standing up. He had, I think, 3.5 sacks his first year and then exploded into double digits. I mean, I really want a double-digit explosion, and it's hard to get behind that notion because the very people that employ Trayvon Walker say not to expect it.
What are your impressions of Jalen Phillips?
He is the defensive end from Miami and with Miami.
Yes.
Was he a rookie last year?
No, 2 years. Also,
he's like 8 and 10.
Is he?
Yeah.
What would you say his?
I think he's had a double-digit sack year.
You do?
I think.
He hasn't.
What is he?
What do you?
What are they? Do you see the stats?
I got his stats. I'll
Okay.
get to him. But I'm asking you questions. Do you mind? Can I ask you some questions, please?
Sure.
Is it stock up or stock down for Jalen Phillips?
It feels like stock up.
Okay. I would agree. And I think he's poised to have a big year. But interestingly, 8.5 his first year, 7 his second.
Okay.
But 15.5 sacks.
Yeah, that's not a big drop off. That can be attributed to a couple of different things. If you'd have gone from 8.5 to 3, or to 4, I think that you could still consider himself a double-digit sack ceiling, but with that kind of start.
Khalil Mack went from 4 to 15.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's what we need. We need that kind of jump.
Never hit 15 again. Then hit 11, 10.5, 12.5. Then hasn't been in double digits since.
But for the first 5 years of his career, you would take those numbers.
Woo!
What would it mean? Listen, the big rumor that's percolating out there is Nick Bosa on the market, and these rumors. The rumors say that the Jags have been active in trying to, procure that. You got anything there on your Twitter machine that speaks to that, or are we just still completely in rumor mongering stage right now?
It's rumor mongering.
Yeah, we're rumor mongering, but there is now. Look, we're in Jacksonville. They may be sitting in another AFC city saying that the rumor is that Nick Bosa is coming to their town. Right. I mean, when you're taking your cue off a Reddit thing, thread.
Yeah.
But the person who texted in earlier today said it was the same Reddit user that correctly predicted Christian McCaffrey to the Niners last year, and that came somewhat out of nowhere. And according to that rumor mongering, there have been talks going on between a, quote, AFC team and the Niners.
You understand he's like $30 million a year.
I don't give a crud. I don't spend it. Yeah, I take the $30 million a year and cut 3 of these slappies who make $10 million a year. How about that?
Yeah.
And fill them in with whoever you draft in round 2 next year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'll find you $30 million on that defensive line. I'll sacrifice real quick, Hick.
Yeah. I'm
right?
with you.
Yeah. I think everyone is. I mean, to me, that could be a move. And I especially like your idea if you could somehow do it without giving away any of this year's assets.
Yeah.
In other words, we'll give you our next 2 first-rounders and next year's second.
Yeah.
And we'll pay this salary.
Yeah.
But I can't give you Josh Allen because we need that in addition to what we have to get there.
For this year.
Yeah, I think if Nick Bosa replaces Josh Allen, I don't think that's enough.
Well.
It makes you more of a contender, but doesn't make you Josh Allen and Bosa standing.
No.
And now you're putting, letting Trayvon or put Trayvon on one end and let Josh stand up. I mean, that is
3 of them on the field.
Right. Oof.
Oh. Dare to dream.
Well, the Jags have done deals with the 49ers through the years, and certainly Trent Baalke used to work
there
as
to
well.
dream.
But if the Jags could pull a deal for Nick Bosa, how are we feeling about Super Bowl chances this morning?
Favorites.
Those AFC South odds that you were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, those would go up even higher if the Jags were somehow to pull that. I heard you mention they should be the biggest favorite. They are minus 155.
Uh-huh.
The Chiefs are minus 160, and the 49ers minus 164. So they're right up there with those two. The Eagles are minus 115, and everyone else is a plus bet. To predict any other division winner, you could lay 100 of your degenerative dollars and make, plus money. But the favorites, according to Vegas odds, are the Bills, Bengals, Jags, Chiefs, Lions, Eagles, Saints, Niners.
Okay.
I mean, in addition to the Jaguars, it just continues to fall in place for the Jaguars, does it not? I mean, now the team that you're playing on opening day could have had Gardner Minshew, an established starter, and Jonathan Taylor. Now you're getting Anthony Richardson and no running back.
Such a must-win.
I think
in a lot of ways.
I don't. I think that seems like a double-digit win to me.
It does.
I mean, a rookie quarterback making his first start.
Yeah, it's that quirky NFL opening weekend.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I don't know. This thing is degenerated, though, too. It's about as easy a game as it could be with the Colts on the schedule. Yeah. And they have had success against Indy when they weren't a favorite through the years.
Yeah.
Played pretty well there through the years, in fact.
Yeah. And you get them twice early.
Yeah, get them week 6.
Again, you got to go 5-1 in the division. You just have to.
And then you get and if you can do that.
At worst.
Okay.
6-0 would be nice.
I'll add one more. You got to go 5-1, 3-1 against the NFC South.
Yeah, then you're 8-2.
Now you're 8-2.
Yeah.
Just go 4
now
and
you need 2 wins.
4-3 in your other games. You're 12-5, right?
Yeah. I mean, the other games are really good games, but
right. That's where you get the Chiefs and the Bengals and the Niners and the Ravens and the Saints although the Saints we've already included, the Bills and the Steelers. Right.
A little Saints-Steeler back-to-backer is a tough
And
little
I think that's coming out of. Is that coming out on? No, that's not coming
you
out
get
on.
to come back, play the Colts from London.
And then you have a Thursday?
And then you go Thursday Saints and then at Pittsburgh.
So that's the tough part. You come back from London in that travel.
Yeah.
You play at home that first week, and then
In fact,
on a short.
In 4 in a row, you got Saints, Steelers on the road, and then Niners, Titans at home.
Yeah.
That's a tough
And
grind.
Bengals coming pretty soon after that, too, aren't they?
Texans, then Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to take advantage of, like you said, it's for sure. And that's the way.
Play well early.
You have to.
Don't put yourself behind the 8 ball.
And listen.
You ain't winning 8
in a row to end the year.
Yeah, 5 in a row to end the year this year.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, I would agree with that. All right, stories outside of the sports world. We will be in a tornado watch because with all that stuff whipping around, the hurricane is completely missing us when it comes to any kind of flooding and storm surge. It looks like it's primarily battering what they call the Big Bend and the west coast there of Florida between the peninsula on the bottom and the Panhandle on top. And we're getting some, images and video from a lot of flooding that's going on over in that area of the state. But it looks to here like it's going to go west and then circle north of us. But it will leave us with conditions conducive to tornadoes, and we'll be under those, watches for most of the day. I think we're going to avoid, any major sustained winds or rain. So, to that end, the path of the storm, the entire cone misses Jacksonville in this latest update. Now it's just north of us, and we'll get some outer bands, but the center of the storm will stay pretty good west and north of us. So, all right, let's take a quick time out, if we will. That's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday here on The Drill.
On 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
You will tell me what I want to know.
You're not getting anything out of me.
Who sent you here?
The good people of Jacksonville.
Who are you?
1010XL.
This month, the Key Buick GMC receives special financing on GMC's rates as low as 0.9% for 36 months or 2.9% for 60 months and 4.9% for 72 months. Right now, save up to $10,000 on select new GMCs and no payments for 90 days. As always, a Key Buick GMC, whenever you buy a new vehicle, it always comes with the lifetime powertrain warranty. We are professional grade. Key Buick GMC, corner of Southside and Gate.
Come to Bowden Eye for all your eye care needs. Hicken here. Did you know diabetes is a leading cause of blindness, can affect up to 34 million Americans? Don't take this stuff lightly. If you have diabetes, just go see your favorite Bowden Eye doc. Save your vision. Bowden Eye is dedicated to the protection and preservation of the treasured gift of sight. Bowden Eye & Associates. Visit today and get that personal consultation. Bowden Eye keeps the First Coast focused. Bowden Eye has a new location now open off County Road 210 over there in the SJC.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call State Farm agent Jason Judy, 416-1732.
Hun, the drain really smells.
Yeah, wow, it does.
I think it's getting backed up. What should we do? Did you just quack like a duck?
Yes, I did. Duck Rooter, your plumbing pros in Northeast Florida. Need help with a plumbing issue at your home or business? Just call the Duck.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
Get your news and notes from the swamp.
Alligators ornery because they got all them teeth.
I'm Taylor Dahl, and I'll bring you the Gator Report to keep you connected to Gainesville.
Wow. Brought to you by Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts on 1010XL.
You probably remember your first fender bender, but very few can tell the story of their crash with a semi-truck. That's because an 18-wheeler weighs over 20 times more than the average car. You might see it coming, but you probably won't remember much after impact. You need experience on your side. Our forensic crash reconstruction team and truck accident specialists know how to recover black box data, and build a case that hits back hard. Your consultation is free. Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
Oakleaf people, the best wings in town are coming to you. Players Grill is expanding and opening soon in Orange Park. Watch your favorite teams and enjoy burgers, pizzas, salads, and more. Players Grill, where the neighborhood meets.
Golfers, work hard, play hard with our Labor Day sale at Edwin Watts Golf Shops, happening September 1st through the 4th. This sale is your chance to get a 50% bonus trade-in on all new woods, 15% off all used and demo clubs, 15% off all apparel, and many more deals in-store or online. Don't miss our Labor Day sale at Edwin Watts Golf Shops, happening September 1st through the 4th. Visit us in-store or online at edwinwattsgolf.com.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, presented by FIS, is home all week at 1-to-1 Financial Ballpark. Tonight is ViStar Good is Everywhere Wednesday, featuring the Furyk Foundation and its Military Appreciation Night. Tomorrow is Coors Light Thirsty Thursday. Then it's Red Shirt Friday with fireworks presented by ViStar Credit Union. The first 2,000 fans on Saturday get a mug courtesy of Maxwell House. Then kids run the bases and fireworks on Baptist Health Sunday Family Fun Day.
Yo! Football is back and so is winning season at MyBookie. Look, if you're anywhere near as fired up as we are this season, you got to get a bet in on the action. NFL, college football, and a brand new casino system. MyBookie gives you options to bet and win all season long. First 2 legs of your parlay hit, cash out early and use the bread on another bet. Or let it ride for a chance for a bigger payday. Use early cash outs as a tool to stay in control of all the action at MyBookie. To get started, go to mybookie.ag now and register for an account for free. When you're ready to make your first deposit, just use promo code 1010XL to grab your welcome bonus on the house. You can still even bet on futures like Total and the Super Bowl. So sign up with promo code 1010XL to claim your deposit bonus. And for a limited time, a free chip to use in the MyBookie casino. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
The time to buy an emergency generator is before you need it, not when you're sitting in the dark. Storms happen in a hurry in Florida, so be prepared. Protect your family and property with American Electrical Contracting. Call them today, 737-7770.
Active and pain-free. That's the ticket. Dr. George Barry here, and I know that's the goal of every patient I see. They want the best possible care so they can go back to enjoying life. That could be pick up basketball, golf, tennis, running, or just working out. It all requires you to be as healthy as you can be. If joint pain is taking its toll on your active lifestyle, come see me at Barry Orthopedics. We have locations all over Jacksonville and can diagnose and treat even the most severe joint pain. A homegrown Jacksonville practice. Find out more at barryorthopedics.com.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
I'm Sam Nelson. Jaguar veteran defensive lineman DeJuan Smoot will miss at least 4 games after the team decided Tuesday to keep the pass rusher on the physically unable to perform list. Tuesday, the NFL placed Jaguar cornerback Chris Claybrooks on the commissioner's exempt list following his July arrest. Claybrooks is not allowed to practice or attend games while on the list. He's pleaded not guilty earlier this month. A pre-trial hearing is scheduled for September 11th. The Jaguars have not had a great deal of success against the Colts in Indianapolis, holding a 0-5 record since 2017. Their chances to end the streak in the opener got better as Indianapolis All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor has not been traded nor expected to take the field in the opener. That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. It's 8:51. Some social media reaction to Coach Prime's comments that he's not a Knoll, or he didn't graduate. I thought you are where you graduated from. He graduated from Talladega College, HBCU, which he said. Danny Cannell says, wow, the lack of respect for the school that gave him his start is wild. Same school that retired his jersey, same school that let him be Prime. There's a way to handle it. This ain't it. Boys poured in with comments.
I get that. I'd be ticked, right? I mean, if you're a Gator and Emmitt Smith says, no, I graduated from Houston Baptist. If you're a Knoll or a dog and Stetson Bennett says no, he's actually a McNeese State, whatever,
Yeah. Pretty petty of him. I love Deion, but anyway you slice this, it's whack. I interpret it as he's proud and wants to be known as someone that went to an HBCU. They should put number 2 back up for grabs. Even though part of Deion I like, his ego's not one of them. Hoping to see the Huskers bring him down. I'm no longer pulling for him. Go Noles. So just some comments from folks. Obviously, I get
it. I mean, yeah, you'd be that way. I mean, if Danny Werfel all of a sudden said that he's actually a Louisiana Tech grad.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah, it wouldn't sit well because here's the reality with Deion too is a lot of guys in his position go back and get their degrees. At the end of the day, if you stop 1 million people on the road and say, "Hey, where'd Deion go to college?" What are they going to say?
Yeah.
So I don't know why you go out of your way to bring it up. I don't know if it's strictly to kind of one up and embarrass the girl asking the question, or if it's a shot at FSU. I mean, it might not be intended as a shot. He may have just been trying to be clever.
Yeah. So.
Youth sports have gotten out of control, right? That's been going on for a long time. Parents' involvement in little kids' games is borderline disgusting sometimes. A Virginia youth soccer coach has suffered a facial fracture after an alleged attack by a parent. It's supposed to be about teaching fundamentals, right? A love for the game and in life, but one soccer parent crossed that line. He allegedly beat Coach Vince Villanueva during a game in Manassas, Virginia on Saturday. A guy named Laurent Hoxa was charged with malicious wounding after allegedly attacking Villanueva with a metal water bottle. Villanueva, who normally coaches the Potomac senior high school girls and youth teams, was filling in for another coach at a boys' game on Saturday. The incident began when he noticed an apparently distraught player talking to a parent on the sideline. When the coach, Villanueva, approached the player, he says the parent pulled him off to the side and suddenly began beating him with a water bottle. As I was turning to talk to the father, the next thing I know, I was on the ground, and then I heard like a ding noise, and I realized I was getting hit in the head with a water bottle. Chaos ensues, parents pulling kids off the field, others coming to the coach's aid. Ultimately suffered a fractured orbital bone, significant bruising. He's coached at soccer in some capacity since he was 18 years old, now questioning whether he wants to continue.
Yeah, you think?
I mean, I'll tell you another thing, man. When the punishments for doing things anymore aren't restrictive enough. I mean, they don't keep you from doing things.
Right. A guy should be barred from a.
It should be in jail for minimum a year. If you attack somebody, bloody them, you should not be on parole. You shouldn't be on probation. You shouldn't have a pretrial intervention. Your butt should be in lockup.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see? Give you a little 9 o'clock nasty preview. Did you see our guy DeAndre Ayton?
DeAndre Ayton plays for the. By the way.
Yeah.
Gibby has the all-time 9 o'clock nasty in trending.
Yes.
He's going to hit.
I don't know if you've heard this one.
Wonderful.
I think we hear what we hear. ET will be back tomorrow, so he's going to leave you with a doozy.
Yeah. Is Gibby? Will this make you blush when you read it?
Oh, it already has.
Okay, wonderful.
All right, so DeAndre Ayton, he's a center for the Suns. What you got?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gone full out Zion with his choice of ladies.
Oh boy,
fellas, you young people out there. Uncle Dan has some words of wisdom here, a bit of advice. If your girlfriend, quote unquote, has been in the adult film industry, may not want her to be.
There's a colloquial term that guys use called sloppy seconds. All right, you're at the end of the Golden Corral buffet line when you take that one on. So. I don't. That would be too much for me.
If they come to you and say, "But I love her, Dad," no, you don't. No, you don't. DeAndre Ayton is NBA cyberspace going off the rails about his apparent girlfriend, seen with Kat Leia, who's been described as a social media model and adult film star. Ayton brushed her hair while the pair laughed in the clip.
That's sweet. That sounds like they're just a warm coupling.
The blonde, who has nearly 1 million followers on Instagram. Fellas, if your, quote, girlfriend, end quote, has 1 million followers on Instagram, there's a reason for that. I shared a photo of the couple toasting red wine during a dinner date. In a separate post on her Instagram, Leia shut down comparisons to Pelican star Zion Williamson, who was entangled in a saga involving former adult film actress Mariah Mills.
And she went off on the crazy train, by the way. The last time we saw Mariah, all kinds of stuff. Face tats and pregnancy tests and posted vids. I mean, it was all going. Yeah. I don't know what happened to that one. Somebody got to her and calmed her down, I reckon.
I guess these two kids are just...
In love.
In love. Reminds me of an AJ Styles quote.
There's something about the rump.
Yeah. So anyway, DeAndre, good luck. And good luck when you get traded as well to
Gibby,
an NBA outpost.
Gibby, if you could give me some pop quiz music, please. Pop quiz music. Allow you a second.
I love me a pop
Dan,
quiz.
you this ain't college football. The NFL has carryover and decisions are announced. You would say you know all 32 starting quarterbacks, do you not?
Yes. I hope so. Although I'm a little sketchy on Arizona because Coach Gannon hasn't named him yet for competitive advantage.
Then keep that out because he is not a part of the question I'm about to ask you.
Okay.
Vegas has identified the top 10 quarterbacks most likely to be benched first.
Oh, I like that.
So the top 10 quarterbacks, according to the odds of being benched first this year. First quarterback to be benched
and
this year.
We're not doing Arizona.
Arizona is not in this. I don't think they know who the starter is.
Okay, I'll go with all right, let me think. Let me look at the teams. Let's go with 10. So it's 10. All right, we'll go with Baker Mayfield.
Number 1, 2-1.
All right. We'll go with I don't like. Are we playing? Like, how do the rookies factor into this? Are they eligible?
Yeah.
Okay. How about? I don't even have backup there. How about? It's a good one, Pros. I'll let C.J. Stroud.
All 3 rookies fall in the top 10.
All right.
Yeah. All right. C.J. Stroud has the best chance to be benched, according to them, at plus 7-1. Anthony Richardson 10-1, and in 10th, Bryce Young at 12-1.
How about?
No, he's not 10th actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it goes a little further than that.
How about Sam Howell?
Sam Howell's
solid.
Second, 4-1.
He's second. He's solid. Let's see who else we got here.
He's solid.
Look at these teams. How about Tannehill?
Third, 6-1.
Wow. Third.
Again, that's Vegas.
That's
I wouldn't think he would be the first. I think he might eventually get benched. I don't think he's the first. You're going to turn it over right out of the gates to Will Levis? No, thank you.
There's I got a couple on my tongue that I don't. How many have I gotten, by the way?
You've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've gotten the rookies: Baker Mayfield, Sam Howell, Ryan Tannehill. Did you say Ryan Tannehill?
Yes.
Yeah.
How about?
You got 4 more.
Tough. It's good. I like this
Actually, 3 more. You've gotten 7. You only have 3 left. You got 1, 2, 3, 4.
We got the rookies.
5, 6. Oh, 4 more. I went up to 4.
How about Des Ridder?
9-1. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th most likely to be benched first. So yeah, that's now 7. You have 3 remaining. You have number 6 most likely, number 9, and number 10. Number 9 and 10 are tied.
I'll tell you one who's going to be on a bad team, but this is a little bit of a guess, but I'll go Jimmy G.
Jimmy G is tied for the last spot.
Okay.
14-1. So two left. You might pull off a incredible pull.
It's a good pull. How about
them Jags?
No, it won't be him. It won't be him.
No, I'm just saying, how about them Jags?
Yes.
We don't have to worry about this.
No, we don't. I would like to submit. God, I got a couple in my. All right. It seems like this could be the end. Jordan Love.
Tied with Garoppolo. 14-1. It's one of those tied for 9 of the 10. You've got 1 left. He's 6th most likely. 1, 2, 3. I'm 5. 5th most likely according to this. Actually tied for 4th most likely at 7-1.
All right, I got one of two guys.
All right.
You want me to name both? And
Sure.
you can tell me if I have them?
Yep.
I think it's one of two guys. I think, but they don't have a backup right now. But Mac Jones is in my head.
Okay.
And then I also have Danger Russ. Is it one of those two?
It is one of those two.
It is.
My quarterback.
Come on. All right. When did the list come out? I'm going to go Mac Jones.
It's Mac Jones. Yeah, that's very well played. You got all 10. Next would be Matthew Stafford at 16-1. I do not know how old the list is. I don't see a Cardinals quarterback on here, so they must not include the Cardinals. So
it might be off the board. They don't know who the starter is.
Must be relatively new. So very well played for Dan Hicken. He's a winner. You're listening to
what
the
do
drill.
I get?
You get
a brand new car?
Brand new Bulova watch.
A stack for the weekend?
Oh, boy. That's what we call a fleeting investment. All right, it's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. We turn our attention to the 9 o'clock hour next on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
I want you to promise me something. I want you to play life just like you played that game today. So when that final buzzer of life goes off, you'll have no regrets.
1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Listen up. This Labor Day weekend, Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet want to celebrate you with all your hard work. It's easy. Browse hundreds of new and certified pre-owned vehicles online marked with our wow prices. Go find the one you love and come in and buy this weekend to make it yours. Plus, get a free 65-inch TV or barbecue grill as a special treat. Don't miss this opportunity to get a great deal and a great prize. Starts Friday, ends Monday, only at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. Don't make me come get you.
Oh, how great it would feel to have your 20-year-old knees, shoulders, hips, and back.
You don't think about your pains when you're in your 20s or 30s, but you wish you could get that body back when you're in your 60s. I think QC did that for me.
For Patrick, it started with a simple phone call to QC Kinetics.
One day I was driving and I just heard the radio and I pulled over and took the number and I called them when I got home.
Maybe that's you, and you're listening right now. Why wait? QC Kinetics Regenerative Treatments uses your body's own natural biologics to heal and restore damaged tissue without invasive surgery or harmful drugs. And as for the results,
my knees are as good as they were when I was in my 20s. I'm really happy with what happened.
For Patrick, it's like QC Kinetics turned back the clock. Now it's your turn. Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Love seafood and football? Sliders Oyster Bar in Neptune Beach should be your first choice when craving the freshest seafood in the 904. Come watch the Jags and enjoy a cocktail on the newly renovated patio. So when you're out at the beach, stop into the beach's best oyster bar for the last 40 years. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Fully renovated with more seating to serve the freshest seafood around. Sliders Oyster Bar in Neptune Beach, locally owned by Safe Harbor Seafood.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Jacksonville, for a no-cost consultation at 904-507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
If your lawn is not as green as you'd like, it's time to go orange by calling Orange Environmental Services, Jacksonville's highest quality pest control for over 45 years. Frank Frangie here. I've trusted Orange Environmental to take care of our home's pest control needs for years. With the Orange Shield Protection Plan for your home or office, you can relax knowing Orange Environmental will handle pest control, termite control, and mosquito control. Orange Environmental has been giving Northeast Florida peace of mind from bug problems since 1972. Call them today at 272-3284.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From roll and lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
'Tis the season to be cool. Florida Home AC wants to make sure you're not cooked like a Christmas goose this summer. Make sure your AC unit is ready for the heat, and if it's time to look at replacement, look for quality and value. You'll get that from Florida Home AC. And right now, take advantage of $1,750 off a brand new heating and AC unit. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com for all the details and trust a company that will always keep you cool. Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars.
Visionaries, builders, and doers. Are you ready to change the world? Miller Electric is your opportunity to shape the future. Miller Electric is leading the charge in electric vehicle technology with our state-of-the-art EV Innovation Design Center. We're working to create a sustainable future. We're also the proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars, powering their performance at the brand new Miller Electric Center. Miller Electric, we provide competitive pay, unbeatable benefits. Apply today. MillerCareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. Due to Tropical Storm Idalia, the Gators flew to Dallas Tuesday for an overnight stay. They fly to Salt Lake City today as originally scheduled. Head coach Billy Napier has dealt with the impact of hurricanes and tropical weather. He experienced similar situations during his time as head coach for the University of Louisiana. The Gators will face a tough opponent when they match up with number 14 Utah. New Florida Gators defensive coordinator Austin Armstrong says he wants to establish more physicality.
Yeah, we are aggressive. We say we try to negotiate with a hammer. We're going to be aggressive. We're not going to let them dictate the terms of engagement.
The Jumbo Shrimp opened up a 6-game series taking on the Charlotte Knights with a rain-shortened win last night. Tonight has been postponed due to Hurricane Idalia. The series will resume Thursday afternoon with a doubleheader scheduled on Friday. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports updates. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's right now 80 degrees at 9:09. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Gookin Nation. It's another hour with Duval's Big Dogs of Sports Media. Dan Hicken.
Yes.
Jeff Prosser.
Blah, blah, freaking blah.
And E to the T.
E.T. is the GOAT producer.
All right, welcome back to the show. Weather Channel says more than 200,000 without power in Florida currently as the Idalia makes its way across our state through the Big Bend. It'll be off Jacksonville on the other side of Jayville. So shouldn't be too bad of a day, but just keep aware. Pay attention. See what's happening. But, yeah, some of the Perry, Florida's getting annihilated. Speaking of Jacksonville, Jacob Young, first major league hit, bunt single. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Makes sense.
Yep.
It's kind of a hustle, gritty kind of player.
Laid it down
again, we went yesterday down the long list of current Jacksonville prospects who are in Jacksonville area prospects who are, who are in the majors.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day. Who are the we've talked a lot about the NL MVP. And we know the AL MVP is Shohei. So the odds in the Cy Young Awards right now are interesting. And I won't pop quiz you, but Garrett Cole seems to be the heavy favorite to win in the American League over, and here's a name that these other guys I remember Framber Valdez because I think he threw a no-hitter this year, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
But Luis Castillo, I guess, has had a really nice year. Kevin Gausman and George Kirby. National League faves.
Is it the kid for the Cubs?
Your guy is third.
Strider.
Steele is fifth. Had a heck of a game last night.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this, okay, and I'm not gonna be. This isn't a vote for Strider per se. This is not a. This is not a a homer call. One of those two dudes, if it were right now today, should be the MVP. They have spearheaded winning teams that have stayed in contention. I don't know who you're going to throw at me. I assume maybe Kershaw or Zach Gallen or who was ahead of who's ahead of those two.
Well, hasn't Kershaw spearheaded? I mean, it's not Kershaw, but I mean, hasn't he spearheaded?
Yeah, but Kershaw is not having a great Kershaw year, and he's already a Cy Young winner. He's not, and his numbers aren't as good as those other guys. They got to be as good. You can't have worse numbers than the other guys.
Zach Gallen is the favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
14-6, 3.32 ERA.
Okay.
Third.
All right. Well, and here's what's wrong with baseball and odds and the hierarchy and the old school guys. Justin Steele is 15-3 with a 2.69.
Yeah, he might win it.
But Vega, how can anyone say Zach Gallen is more worthy of the Cy Young than that kid? Yeah. That makes no sense.
And what about Blake Snell?
And by the way, Zach Gallen is right in line with Spencer Strider, except for the fact that Strider has like twice as many strikeouts as anyone in the game. Zach Gallen's WAR is not any higher, much at least, than the other. Blake Snell's 11-9 on a team that's disappointed. Hell no, not Blake Snell. It's 11-9.
Yeah, his ERA is 2.60.
I don't care.
Well, you should. ERA
no, I
matters.
shouldn't.
Yes, you should.
Well, Justin Steele's 15-3 with a 2.69.
Okay, well then he should win.
Yeah, he can't catch up.
Yeah.
Look, it should be Steele and Strider because of the way that he's setting he's doing milestone things. He's setting records on pace for strikeouts.
Who?
Spencer Strider.
Yeah.
So he's got the wins. The ERA is 3.5, 3.46.
Yeah.
He's got 15 wins. He's 15-4.
Yeah.
The whip is the lowest of all those guys except for Kershaw. He's a 1.06 whip.
Yeah.
I mean, Strider has an argument, but I would Steele because to me his numbers are best.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you look at quality starts, none of those guys that are 1 and 2 have better numbers than those two that are at the top of the standard stats. So, but you never know, man. I've given up on picking the Cy Young winner. When they started giving it to DeGrom with like 7 and 8 wins, I give up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with all due respect, I don't care how great you're pitching. If you win 7 times.
What's odd about Snell is he leads baseball in ERA 2.60. He also leads baseball in walks.
Yeah, he does walk a lot of dudes, man.
I mean,
that's why he only lasts 5 innings a game.
The most to me.
But he has thrown 149 innings this year, which is up there amongst.
Yeah, Strider's
he's thrown
153.
He's thrown more innings than Steele.
Gallen's been the workhorse, but he's not like overpowering anyone, like statistically. As I said, a very underrated stat to me to measure a pitcher's effectiveness, is more than ERA and wins and quality starts. It's your whip. The walks and hits.
How about WAR? For pitchers.
WAR would probably take into
Cole
account.
1, Snell 2, Sonny Gray 3, Shohei 4, Logan Webb 5, Nathan Eovaldi 6, Zach Gallen 7.
Here's the problem with the WAR.
Yeah.
Like I would imagine Spencer Strider's WAR gets deflated a little bit because his team is so far, he's not as needed as a wins above replacement. In other words, I'm assuming your WAR is a starting pitcher. If you start a game and your team scores 9 runs,
yeah.
I mean, your WAR, an average player is going to be as effective as you are. I don't know if that is accurately how that plays out. But whip is walks and hits per innings pitch. There's no better marker of what a pitcher is doing against batters than the amount that he allows on base per inning. You can't get to ERA. You can't get to any of those other things.
I've always taken ERA.
Yeah.
I mean, I think ERA matters.
Well, similar. They're going to correlate a lot of the time.
I mean, because ERA shows a little more. ERA has that grit factor in there. Because you can give up walks and hits. But if your ERA is low, it's low. That means you get out of it. That means you figure out a way, right?
Yeah.
It's tough. Walks and hit. Who has the best whip? Who are the whip guys?
Castillo.
Castillo.
He's got a sub 1.
Then who?
Then we've got Kirby 103, same team.
Okay.
Eflin 104, Cole 104, Gilbert. Wow, Gilbert. So there's 3 Mariners that have a sub 1 whip. That's why they're pretty good. And Julio. Strider's 106, Wheeler 108. Your guy.
Yeah.
Wheeler.
I love Wheeler.
Webb 110, Gallen 110. I mean, they're all really
Burns
close.
109.
We're talking about like 4 base runners every 100 innings.
I would say Steele you can make an argument for Snell, but to me, I would pick the Steele kid. It's just that he's just come out of nowhere.
I think that ultimately.
And by the way, there's good five starts left, so it's close.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, I definitely don't think Strider is out of it. Like Strider is, again, he's going to set all-time strikeout records.
Yeah,
those things matter when you're kind of putting together your case.
That's fan talk, though.
Well, no, it's not.
No, strikeouts don't give you a Cy Young.
They get runners out. They get you out of that inning.
That's fan talk.
That is not fan talk, Dan.
Strider is not in any category except strikeouts in the top.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
In the top what?
In the top 5, 6 guys. Steele.
He's got the most wins in baseball with 15. He's tied for the lead. How's that not top 5?
Yeah. Well, he plays for the Atlanta Braves, bro.
He's 15-4 with a 3.46, a whip of 106, and a WAR of 3.3.
His ERA is almost 1 run worse than the top guys per 9.
But it's 6th overall.
It's not 6th.
And then we just
in
say
the National
that?
League? It's not 6th.
Did Gibby? Oh, was that whip? He was saying.
That was whip.
Okay.
He was 6th in whip.
No.
He's had a great year, but to me, he's not the. And again, but he still can be. I don't think it's over yet. Yeah. That's the one thing I'll say. I think if he goes 20-4, that will stand out, right?
My argument here more than anything is Justin Steele. And because he's a rookie playing on a team that hasn't been in contention all year, he has the best numbers. If you're going to tell me that.
Oh, like last night, he pitched that game.
Yes.
That 1-0 game.
An important game.
That's big time.
Yeah.
To me, that is noticeable. I think it's fun to see who you think.
I got something for you, Dan. Fitzy, the Bartram baseball coach, just texted. He said, "Whip over ERA all day, baby." That's what he said.
You want me to reply to Fitzy?
Sure. What do you got? I'll tell him right now.
I
love Fitzy.
Yeah.
Strider's still in it, but are you saying, Dan, that his ERA is too high?
Yeah.
3.46.
3.46 is not too high to win the Cy. I mean, depending on.
It's not too high, but. It's
well, I guess my point would be the two guys that you gave me as the favorites there, which was who were they again? They were Zach Gallen. Who was the second one?
Steele.
Justin
Steele.
And
Snell. And Snell, Steele, and Gallen to me.
I thought you said Strider was third. No, Steele was third and Strider was fourth. The odds to win the Cy.
Oh, the odds.
Yeah, the odds to win the Cy. Right? It was Zach Gallen, and who was second?
It was.
Was it Kershaw?
Snell.
Snell was second.
Mm-hmm.
But like Gallen's ERA is 3.32 and Spencer Strider's just 3.46. That is there's no difference in that.
Yeah.
But the 2.6 guys are Steele, and I can't give it to Snell. That man is 11-9, bro.
I mean, to me in baseball today, I'll give you another stat that matters to me more than whip. Fitzy, it's innings pitched. It's workhorse.
Yeah, well, those don't exist.
You want to
anymore.
respond to that one, Fitzy?
Those don't exist anymore.
Kershaw doesn't have enough innings.
No, I never. Jeff brought up Kershaw. Kershaw's not a Cy Young.
Kershaw's 12-4 with a 2.4 ERA.
Been great.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
He's pitched 100 innings.
But you're asking me when you're asking me guys that might show up there.
Do you think innings pitched matter in baseball today? Because if you got a guy who can go out and save your damn bullpen the way that these guys
nobody does that. Nobody does that.
Alcantara's got the most innings pitched, and he's not had a good year.
Well, what's 70? And he's 176 divided by 27 starts. He's only got 12 quality starts, so those innings pitched may be leading to non-quality some too.
Mm-hmm. Webb, Gallen, Cole, Nola. That's your rest of your top 5.
I dig those guys though.
But the difference between like 1 Alcantara and 20 Strider in innings pitched is 20 innings. Divided by 27, like less.
But Strider's 21st in innings.
But it's
pitched.
like my point is it's like drafting fantasy football. You take a position over another. That's 2/3 of an inning a game. Every start that you make, Sandy Alcantara is going 2/3 of an inning further than Spencer Strider. I would suggest the difference between going 6 1/3 and 7 isn't a deal breaker. Isn't as big as maybe that gross gap is, like the total innings. But if you go by, look.
So what do you if you're speaking for Strider, what are you hanging your hat on? The strikeout records?
Well, it's not just the records. When you average 14 strikeouts for 9, you are a weapon that other teams don't have. I have many times seen Spencer Strider first and third, no outs, strike 2 guys out and get a pop-up. When you have a strikeout pitcher, you have the ability to get yourself out of jams that Max Fried wouldn't get out of, that Charlie Morton wouldn't get out of.
Well, maybe, but then he also – I wonder how many pitches he's thrown.
A lot. He throws a lot. He goes over 100 pitches every game.
Does he?
Yeah. He's yeah.
Do they take him out at 100 or?
No, he goes around 100, but I've seen him
he'll hit 100 and
I've seen him go over 100
early.
Yeah,
earlier than some.
Well, that's true too because
he's
he's strike up. Let me.
How is he with walks?
He can. Let me just.
He's walked 47 this year.
Is that good?
Well, that's not bad.
Well, 236 to 47. That's your strikeout to walk.
Yeah. Let's see.
His last 3 games, he's gone 7, 7, and 7. His pitch counts are 94, 97, 105. He got rocked by the Pirates. That was that game that was similar to the Mets game. 63, 110, 91, 100, 97, 104, 109, 100, 103, 94, 99.
He's only walked, you said 40-something?
Yeah.
That's low.
102, 104, 110, 107. That's why his whip is as low as it is. So I'm saying there is more there than just that 15-4 record. I mean, if you...
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
Yeah,
that's a good.
I think I think you bring up a great one. Look, it's a heavyweight battle for the MVP.
Yeah.
That there's not going to be a wrong answer.
Right.
Right. And if it's Betts or Freeman or Acuna, to be honest with you, I think Olsen should be getting that same bump that Betts is getting now. But whatever. But any of those guys.
Yeah, but I can't allow that because when I asked you about Olsen 3 weeks ago, and you said no, Acuna's the guy.
Well, if you're going to now tell me that Mookie Betts can beat him, then I'm going to put Freddie Freeman can.
I have no problem with that, but you had a problem.
Well, I did at the time.
You're the Braves guy.
You also asked me 3 days ago. Well, he won't win it over him, but I'm saying if you're going to include a grouping, I don't know why suddenly Freeman and Betts are.
Yeah. Because I brought up Matt Olson because every night the guy hits a home run.
Well, he's catching up to Freddie Freeman. I mean, he really is. Freeman gets it, has the higher average at 337. Olsen has lifted his all the way to 271. Olsen's WAR is now 5.2 to Freeman's 5.9. So he's really narrowed the gap, in a lot of those categories. Olsen hadn't homered in a while.
Mookie Betts leads WAR by almost a full point.
Yeah.
Over
Acuna. That's been a. Which would beg this question. Okay, listen to what I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Mookie Betts has 112 runs.
Yeah.
Acuna has 119.
Good God.
Mookie Betts has 154 hits. Acuna has 177. Mookie Betts is hitting 314. Acuna's hitting 335. Mookie Betts has 36 doubles. Acuna 31. Mookie Betts has 1 triple. Acuna 3. Mookie Betts has 36 homers, 29 RBIs. Total bases 300 for
94 RBI.
94 to 79.
Yeah.
But I got a guy hitting leadoff. I mean, that's kind of.
So is Mookie. He hits leadoff too.
Okay.
But Acuna's numbers are overall better than Mookie Betts.
How do we get to a WAR? That's my question.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is WAR for if one guy's.
I hate
better?
WAR.
I know. We use it as a measurable.
You're the one who throws it at me. Murphy throws it at me.
Because it's
Screw WAR.
My question more is tell me how you put together those two guys.
How Ha-Sung Kim got the 3rd best WAR in baseball?
I mean, Acuna is 61 to 10 in stolen bases from the leadoff position. It's like I told you before when we were talking about Freeman's doubles versus Acuna. Acuna is a walking double.
Yeah.
The dude walks. He's still second half the time.
Yeah.
That stolen base total is going to get up to 75, 80.
These guys on base percentage. Betts 408, Acuna 417, Freeman 412, Shohei 410.
Yeah.
Ooh, golly. So pretty.
Who's going to win the American League MVP? That's the better question.
That would be
Shohei, actually.
Yeah, Shohei.
Yeah, Shohei. Never mind.
That's a slam
Yeah,
dunk.
he was including all those NL, and I just lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break here on a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. We'll come back and see what's trending. Gibby's just been busting at the seams with an all-time naughty, apparently.
Yeah.
I want to go, and when Gibby reads it, I may take a picture I think his ears will turn red. I don't know what it is, but I'm just knowing Gibby and knowing what you've been previewing.
And by the way, I can't absolve myself from these arguments. I've certainly got fan interest, and I've seen these guys play every day. I haven't seen all these other guys, but I know how important Spencer Strider has been to the Braves. You have to also understand this about Strider. This is fair. This is a baseball team that lost Max Fried and Kyle Wright and had to pitch 12 different starters. They've had rookies all around. I mean, he has had to bring it for 27 starts, or I'm not sure where this team would be. Now, the other side is all the runs they've scored. So, all right, Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. We'll see what's trending. That's coming up next. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Now, the Lamb Rant, brought to you by the best bet card rooms of Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine.
Zach Johnson may look back on August 29th, 2023 with regret. That's when he made his 6 captain picks for next month's Ryder Cup in Rome. He selected Sam Burns, who's best buds with Scotty Scheffler, and Justin Thomas, who has partnered great with Jordan Spieth in previous Cup matches. Burns was close to making the team on his own. JT had a horrible pick by his standards. My problem is those 2 picks should have gone to Keegan Bradley, who was consistently good all year, and Lucas Glover, who had a great summer. They would create no locker room problems, and both desperately wanted to make the team. The 43-year-old Glover has never been on a Ryder Cup team. Bradley has been on 2, the last one 10 years ago. The buddies' picks could prevail, but I think Bradley and Glover make Team USA at least even with the Euros.
Check out Uncle Dave's column at 1010XL.com on the homepage. Look for Lamb at Large.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Hey, Hicken here. I hope your summer's been as fun as mine. We had some great vacations, did some traveling. Must admit, though, I'm looking forward to everybody kind of getting back into order. My youngest going off to college. Everything got is settling down in the house. Man, the house is taking a beating. So the tile and grout, the carpets and rugs all need a good cleaning. Time to call Zero Res. Right now, Zero Res offering the hottest price of the year on tile and grout cleaning. Get your tile and grout cleaned and sealed 25% off. Zero Res, man. Spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backward. Right way to clean.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing summer specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit BeechurstPlumbing.com. BETROS Plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
He was number 55, and he's still our middle linebacker.
You're gonna lose.
Tom McManus.
It was like he didn't know what to do.
Friday from 10 to noon, brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. A better way to a better window on 1010XL.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you have told us about buying better quality diamonds, but is there any way to start with a smaller diamond and use it to trade up to a larger diamond later on?
Frank, it's interesting you'd ask that because our founder, H.F. Underwood, popularized growing your diamond here in Jacksonville about 50 years ago, and it's something we still do today. When a customer buys an Underwood engagement ring or solitaire diamond pendant or a pair of ear studs, we guarantee they get the price they paid for it on the purchase of any larger diamond. Now, a lot of stores would say, big deal. We do that too, but here's the Underwood difference. We guarantee you get what you paid when you trade in your Underwood Diamond, even if you're trading up by only $1. It's not that you have to trade up 2 for 1 like most jewelers ask. There have been literally thousands of people in the Jacksonville area who have taken advantage of our policy, and Underwood still grows a lot of diamonds for a lot of people.
Underwood, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband and wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com.
Golfers, work hard, play hard with our Labor Day sale at Edwin Watts Golf Shops, happening September 1st through the 4th. This sale is your chance to get a 50% bonus trade-in on all new woods, 15% off all used and demo clubs, 15% off all apparel, and many more deals in-store or online. Don't miss our Labor Day sale at Edwin Watts Golf Shops, happening September 1st through the 4th. Visit us in-store or online at edwinwattsgolf.com.
Summer means fun in all forms. Longer days and more chances to soak up the sun and the fun. Budweiser and Bud Light reminding you to drink wiser. Hydrate between beers and don't sweat it. It's the best way to get home safely.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation. Light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to carlsondentalgroup.com. That's carlsondentalgroup.com for all of your dental needs.
Men, if you're struggling with erectile dysfunction or PE, the medical providers at Prime Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most advanced treatments to eliminate ED and PE. 98% of men experience instant results on their first office visit. They're even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
Don't just take our word for it. Call Prime Men's Medical Center now for our limited time offer. Your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville.
I have a Dailies double take before we get into what's trending.
Okay.
Gibby bursting at the seams in there. The Dailies double take brought to you by the Dailies Dash. Football season is here. Duval means more than one thing. It means that your football team's taking the field, and it means the best sub you're going to bite into this football season is available at the Dailies Dash. So whether it's the Duval or any of the other delicious menu items, always look for the sandwiches of the month. Stop by for breakfast, locally sourced, ground coffee daily. The Dailies Dash is your place to go. Your boy Bill Belichick, that seems like now every preseason he's just pulling some what in the world's going on. Last year it was, remember, putting defensive personnel in charge of the offense.
Yeah.
Matt Patricia later, and Bill O'Brien is in to run the O. And now yesterday, the narrative on this quarterback Bailey Zappi, he was a good young player. He got starts last year when Mac was hurt. He completed 70% of his passes. In no way at all did you think he was in danger for a roster spot. Malik Cunningham, remember, he was like a week one, one of the darlings.
Sensation.
Yeah, out of Louisville. And wow, people could have made a mistake. Belichick cut them both yesterday. But the reason it's a Dailies double take is because it leaves him with a whopping one quarterback when they go into the quarterback room today. So now, listen, I'm sure they had a plan on exactly who they were going to go after, right. And maybe that news is breaking as we speak. But right. It still causes you to do a Dailies double take when the rosters get paired to 53 and the Patriots have a total of one quarterback on that roster.
Amen to that.
All right, let's see what's trending. It's brought to you by Pet Paradise. We apologize to Pet Paradise for the off-color nature of some of these storylines, but right on point is Pet Paradise for all your pet care needs, and I mean all of them. For the pickiest pet parent, there's Pet Paradise.
Number 5.
Well, the the dirty, nasty one. I'm going to build the suspense on that one.
Okay.
That'll be number 1.
All right.
But I'm going to go number 5. How about this story? Josh Sider, Bachelorette alumnus, alive and well after alleged Instagram death hoax.
Didn't we have another one of these? Somebody was supposed to be it, or is this the same guy, the Bachelor guy?
I think it's a different one.
Okay, yeah, I mean, what are we doing now with social media? Now it's funny now to say people are dead?
Josh Sider appeared as a contestant on The Bachelorette.
Is that funny?
2015, alive and well, claiming his Instagram account was hacked. And a third party posted a bogus death announcement as a cruel joke.
First off, again, the old hack thing. Maybe he just did it to get himself some pub. Who
attention.
knows? I don't know who the guy is.
Well, this would be my question. If he had actually died, how could it have been him posting to begin with? Am I missing something here? Is this where we are for the ceiling of the IQ of social media interaction? This just in, if somebody dies, they cannot post on their Instagram that they just died.
Fair enough.
Just a thought.
Number 4.
Number 4, beach umbrella caught by gust of wind impales woman's leg.
Oh, damn.
Be careful for flying, lawn debris. Is this part of the hurricane? Or is this just somewhere else? Or do we know?
This was from Orange Beach, Alabama. A woman hospitalized Monday. Gust of wind picked up on the beach, impaling her leg.
Impaling means go straight through, Dan.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, that's not piercing. That's impaling.
Jeff, pull it out.
Oh, gosh.
It hurts.
Imagine an umbrella, too. You catch the flop. You can't even get it out.
Get out of there.
It goes all the way through.
I'm bleeding. Oof.
Oof is right.
Shout out to the Gator, Chris Warren, on the Weather Channel.
Nice.
Number 3.
Number 3, let's, of course, mention this one. How about this? Pat McAfee says he's going to donate $500,000 to charity if TJ Watt breaks the NFL sack record this year.
Well, he can afford it.
What is the 22? Yeah, 22.
Strahan still have it?
Yeah.
Boy, can you imagine getting 22 sacks, dude? What a year that is.
That's a lot of sacks.
I know we got the last one.
22 and a half.
I know we got the last one on a little gift from Brett Favre, but still.
A gift.
20. I mean, you're playing 16 games back then. I mean, the man is getting a sack a game and then some.
You guys think TJ could do it?
No, I don't. I don't think you can get 22. I don't think you can get 23 sacks. I could be wrong. I guess somebody at some point will, but I mean, 23 sacks, you are just so dominant.
You'd like to see Josh Allen get 23 sacks.
Yes, I would. You bet I would. I'd like to see the newest Jaguar, Nick Bosa, get to 30.
Number 2.
Nick Bosa's not a Jaguar.
He's not? Oh.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I thought I read that on...
No, Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit is trying to stir it up out there.
That's fine. Let's go
media.
get him.
Well, let's do that one. Number 2.
All right.
Reddit says Bosa to the Jag. Well, it says Bosa to an unnamed
Here's what the Reddit
AFC
post says. I'm the same Redditor who broke the Christian McCaffrey to 49ers trade news before it happened. This is a recent development. This is happening right now. There's been a breakdown in negotiations between the Niners and Bosa. Bosa asking for a lot more than they budgeted. The 49ers threatening to trade him to an unnamed AFC team if Bosa doesn't sign the current offer within the next week. Unnamed team prepared to pay Bosa what he wants. Remember that similar situation happened with DeForest Buckner. San Francisco reportedly has been working on the parameters of a blockbuster deal for several weeks. That doesn't indicate the Jags specifically, like kind of we were led to believe earlier.
Go Jags.
Number 1.
Here we go. Here we go,
All right,
people.
This is the one. This is the one you've been waiting for. Eli Apple's baby mama is offering to pay fines for anyone that injures him this season. She says, go for the knees, maybe a hammy.
Does she not understand?
Eli Apple's mom?
She also
baby
says,
mama.
yeah, baby mama.
Don't she? Isn't Eli Apple's mom on the warpath?
Doesn't she want child support for a long time?
Yes.
Do you know who else she has children with?
She also has children with Josh Jacobs and Geno Smith.
Oh, boy.
And apparently the story goes Eli Apple has refused all this other stuff, child support. I think, unfortunately for them, the baby's had some issues, and Eli has said, no thanks. I'm not going to help out on that.
Boy.
So she's saying, go for the hammy, go for the knee.
Uh-huh.
I thought Eli Apple's mom was the one, though, that lashed out at people.
She did.
Oh, yeah, she did.
So I'm just saying the baby mom better be careful lest Eli Apple's mom pay her a visit. That's all I'm saying. You're not going to hurt mama's baby.
So she has children with
Eli,
Josh
Jacobs,
Jingo Hamo Schmidt,
and Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, boy.
Back to your DeAndre Ayton story.
Yes. That's the end of the line there.
Is that it?
Yeah,
that's well done.
That's what's trending.
We'll make the turn for
Again,
home.
we'd like to soften it up, clean it up. There's nothing but family-operated and run, modern facilities. The best people you can meet at Pet Paradise. It's a Pet Paradise at petparadise.com. Locations all over town, all over the region, going nationwide. They have the ultimate in veterinary care, grooming care, climate-controlled suites, overnight boarding, long-term boarding, play dates, any and everything in the most modern facilities. Your pet is going to love Pet Paradise just as much as you. Go to petparadise.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's hard to explain, but play-by-play just sounds better on the radio.
What a turn of events!
1010XL, Jacksonville's home for play-by-play.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marion with Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyriq.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Nimnick Buick GMC. Be ready for anything on the road or off the road this summer at Nimnick Buick GMC. Popular Buick and GMC models arriving daily. No one will ever pay over MSRP. Stop by their showroom on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295. Shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com if you want. You want an oil change from the comfort of your living room? How about Nimnick Buick GMC? Now offers mobile oil changes across all Jacksonville communities. Nimnick will come to your home or office, change your oil and filters, rotate your tires, top off your fluids, and even change your wiper blades or replace your battery. How easy is that? Book it online at nimnickbuickgmc.com. In the business for 82 years. That's one reason why they do business the right way. They're family-owned, they're family-operated. No one cares more about their customer before and after the sale. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know Before You Blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website customtreesurgeons.com. That's customtreesurgeons.com and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
This Day in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 30th, 1905, Tigers' future Baseball Hall of Famer Ty Cobb makes his MLB debut, doubling in a 5-3 win over the Highlanders.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Since 2014, there has been only one official home builder of the Jaguars, Dreamfinders Homes. With quality built homes and a speedy move-in process, we are in 20-plus communities in the best locations in Northeast Florida. Dreamfinders Homes is everywhere you want to live. So get off the sidelines, Jags fans, and into the game. Let Dreamfinders help you navigate your home purchase and offer great interest rates. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for all your move-in ready homes and step up your game.
Here in Florida, we have 2 seasons, summer and January. There's never been a better time to get on the water than right now. The weather is nice, the waters are wide open, and Freedom Boat Club is offering a great discount for a limited time. We handle all the cleaning, storing, maintenance, and hassles of boating. You join the club and boat as often as you'd like. Want to entertain your friends and family? We've got a boat for that. Want to escape your friends and family? We've got a boat for that. Looking to carve up some wake? We've got a boat for that. Looking to cast a line? We've got a boat for that. Home team got you down again? Yep, we got a boat for that. Whether you're looking to cruise, sport, fish, or just get away, Freedom Boat Club has you covered with unlimited access to an entire fleet of boats in Jacksonville, Jacks Beach, and St. Augustine, and over 350 locations across the world. New to boating? We'll teach you with unlimited one-on-one on-water training. Stop by one of our locations to see what Boating Made Simple is all about and save huge with a super discount. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Best Bet is number 1. That's right. Best Bet Jacksonville and Orange Park have one-card poker, the fastest and easiest card game to learn and play. Play against a designated player, one card at a time, and the highest card wins even money. If the card values are the same, it's time for war. Just like the game you remember. You must be 18 years or older to play. More at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
I'm Sam Nelson. The Jaguars made the move to get the team down to the 53-man roster limit ahead of the regular season. Players let go with fewer than 4 seasons of service will be placed on the waiver wire, giving the teams the opportunity to make claims. Players with 4 more seasons of service will become free agents immediately, able to sign with other teams. Jags head coach Doug Peterson says trimming the roster is a difficult day. It's especially difficult when you have to cut your own son.
No, I'd want to tell him. He's been through this process before.
The Jaguars have canceled afternoon meetings as a result of Hurricane Idalia's landfall. The cancellation comes out of caution. Players will have a brief indoor practice in the morning and then be sent home. That's your Jacksonville Orthopedics Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. Now, the 2-minute drill, brought to you by Tire Outlet. Keeping the sports world spinning with wholesale prices and premium service. Tire Outlet, Jacksonville's largest locally owned automotive repair shop.
Hello, Tone.
Good morning.
What's cooking on Jaguars today here on a Hump Day Wednesday?
Yeah, John Ogier for the 11 o'clock hour this morning on the show. We got a couple of questions out there today on social media. The first, what, if anything, surprised you the most about whom the Jags decided to keep or cut in yesterday's cut down to 53? And the bonus question, if the 49ers are willing to trade Nick Bosa, what should the Jags be willing to give up, knowing that he also wants to be the highest paid defensive player in league history with wherever he's going to be? It's why he's not ready to go with the 49ers right now.
I would say write it down. I'd say write down who you want, and then I'd say write down how much you want, because I'm all in.
Well, Bosa had like 18 or something last year, didn't he?
Defensive player of the year, right?
Yeah.
He's terrific.
And is that fall? I mean, is that what Bosa has done pretty much every year of his career? He's gone 18.
Go back and look.
Last year,
I think he's like a 12, 15, 18.
Last year he was 18 and a half. He's only 25 years old. He's gone 9. Then he missed a season. Then 15 and a half, 18 and a half the last 2 years. So that's a guy you're going to get 16 sacks from. That's what he does.
That's special.
And again, we are just going off of the rumors that are floating around with all of the stuff that is undetermined at this point after yesterday's cut down.
Believe me, Jacksonville's not the only fan base in the AFC that today's going, ooh, what if it was us that is the team that the 49ers are talking to about this? I get the connection with Balky and San Francisco.
And don't forget Ethan Waugh, too.
Yeah.
Right? Also just came from.
I get it. I don't know if you're the 49ers, if Jacksonville is the place you're looking because they are so competitive. I don't know exactly how any of that's going to look, right? Like, there's 16 teams in the AFC. A bunch of them you can eliminate off the top. It's like
We've traded you to Houston.
Yeah, no. Like, that kind of thing's not going to happen this season, but Jacksonville's competitive enough that kind of thing comes up and you go, you know what, maybe.
You make a run. You call. You
Yeah,
call and talk
maybe.
and see.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
It's fun to be in that place for sure.
Yeah. Well, have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony Jaguars today. Coming up momentarily, Gibby.
Now, today's takeaways, brought to you by Key Buick GMC, where our family dealership has been helping families buy vehicles for over 50 years.
Prosh, you know what I'm taking away?
What's your takeaway today?
Nobody knows benched quarterbacks like Dan Hicken.
Well, I tell you what I took away.
Yes,
Nobody knows the starting history of college quarterbacks like me, as 6 of the 10 teams that start in the top 10 of the football polls, 6 of the 10 have first-year starting quarterbacks. Now, FSU, that leaves FSU, LSU, Michigan, as at least 3 that don't, and this is on the heels of Ohio State naming a starter yesterday.
Gibby, what are you taking away besides your filth that you spread on this program?
Well, I was going to say that Eli Apple better watch his back. They're going for the hamstrings and the knees, Eli.
Yes, they are. That's fair.
All right, we understand ET will be back with us tomorrow. Gibby, we appreciate you. It's a tough assignment to get up and Adam early with us. You did a great job for us the last 3 days. We appreciate that. It's been a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday, and we shall see you tomorrow. Enjoy Jaguars Today next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Defense in Duval.
That defense is behind us. Let's go, Duval!
Home sweet home of